All right, we're into day 4, the grand final for the Creator Cup tournament. I mean, we're taking it seriously. I have a suit on. It's going to be pretty important stuff here, and we're going to be looking at some pretty cool attacks here. I mean, this is the final day. Everything is led up to this moment. All the people who are in it, I know they are hoping they don't mess up, and this is going to be a little scary for the first match. I mean, you have the Architects who were undefeated until yesterday when they got taken out by Otto's Children, and they're going up against a Midnight Bash, the team which did lose in the first round, but has since then put up a perfect war and two 17-star performances. So it's going to be quite a little menacing task for them to try and take them out. And the thing here is it's not best of 3. It's just whoever loses this one is out of the tournament. It's an elimination match. They will get 3rd place. And we've seen a lot of just one-off mistakes. Some people might get a 1-star just for no reason. Some people might get a 2-star. They might get trapped. So it's going to be really important that they don't make any stupid mistakes here. The grand final is a best of 3 match, but until then, you just got to hope and pray that you don't accidentally make a mistake, because it will definitely just ruin the whole match here, to ruin your tournament if you just make one mistake. So it's going to be a little tense for the players here, and we're going to be starting into the very first match here just with the Architects versus Midnight Bash, and whoever wins this match will then be facing Otto's Children, or Children of Otto, sorry, who are Galaxy O, Beaker's Lab, and Scion, an undefeated team who has yet to be really challenged, I guess. I mean, they've beat Team Judah, they've beat the Architects, they've beat, who else have they beat? I mean, Hypnotized Minds. They've taken out really any team they've come across, and now they're going to be in the grand finals. So it's definitely going to be a little bit of a menacing one. I mean, obviously, Midnight Bash is really the team to beat right now. I mean, two 17-star performances and 18-star performance. They have the highest performance rate out of anybody, all after starting with a 9-star war, one of the lowest we've seen in the entire tournament. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see whether or not the Architects are able to pull off a pretty good clutch against them. I mean, I would say it's kind of risky right now, right? Because we've seen Clash Bashing has really only used one strategy, dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s, and it's guaranteed that the Architects are going to see this and they're going to know kind of, how to trap for Clash Bashing. Now, we have seen Clash Bashing has gotten through the second stage 3 separate times now, which is definitely something to be proud of. There's no other creator which has done this, and so we're going to have to hopefully see whether or not they can still still maintain that performance from Clash Bashing. I mean, obviously, to get through the second stage 3 times after just barely training, it's pretty impressive here. But now they just need to hold out for one more day, and if they can manage to hold on to that current performance for one more day, they will be projected to win the tournament. I mean, we haven't seen Children of Otto put up a 17-star war yet, so if Midnight Bash can continue to hold that really strong performance rate, it's definitely looking like they might have a pretty good shot at winning the entire tournament here. So again, we will have the Architects going in first against Team Midnight Bash. Now, the Architects are definitely a strong team nonetheless. I mean, they have a former number 1 finisher, they have a number 11 finisher, and Carbon Finn, who has been doing pretty good, I would say. I mean, we saw he tried to use carts yesterday, and carts are one of the hardest troops to use in the entire game. It's the Queen Charge Lalo of the builder base, so it was definitely a difficult task. But even still, we have seen Carbon Finn has gotten through the second stage somewhat consistently, so I'm not necessarily too doubtful of him. I mean, I feel like he's going to be able to pull through in the last day here, and he might be able to get this one secured for his team. All he has to do is just get to the second stage. They got to trap Clash Bashing, and they have a good shot. But then again, they have C6 Shrimp, a 3-time number 1 player in the entire builder base, often regarded as the best player in the entire builder base 2.0. And he's building bases for his team. He's trapping bases for the opponent. He's definitely going to be a pretty menacing foe for Children of Otto and the Architects if he can get through to that second grand final match here. Now, if we look at the bracket here, we'll see that right now we have, in the grand finals, we got, oh, wait, I thought I updated that. All right, never mind. Right now in the grand finals, we have Children of Otto there waiting to just face whoever wins the match between the Architects and Midnight Bash. They have a guaranteed second place position, but the one thing that's going to make it complicated is even though they're up there, it is still going to be best of 3 no matter what. So if they do beat Midnight Bash in the first round, they do still have to beat them one more time. And that's going to be a menacing task to do. I mean, obviously, C6 Shrimp, we have not seen him get a fail yet in this tournament, but then again, if you think about it, neither has Galaxy O, and Scion did get some 5 stars here, but for the majority of those were either because he used Noah's Ark or they were because he was just kind of messing around. So it's not looking like he has a guaranteed path to losing here. Scion is still an incredible player. I believe right now in the entire world he is currently number 3, and so that shows me he's still very well versed with this. He is a former number 1 player, and on his team he has Galaxy O, who as well is a former top 10 player with the best finish number 6. So it's gonna be a little difficult to try and take out these teams. They're definitely menacing, but in roughly 4 minutes we should have the first match starting somewhat soon, and all we're waiting on right now is for Psychopath to join. And we did see that he was late at one point by quite a bit, so if he is not too late, or if he is too late, it's going to be a little bit of an issue, but hopefully Psychopath does end up showing up. We have people calling him, he was asleep the last time, so we're just hoping that we don't run into that situation again. And unfortunately now we have rules in place that if he does run into that situation and he hasn't responded for roughly 10 minutes past his scheduled time, it's going to be, unfortunately, a loss for him. He's going to have to forfeit his attack, and that is almost going to be a guaranteed loss for them. So really hoping that we don't have that issue coming with Carbon Fin's team here. It'd be really a bummer to see a team get eliminated, not because they messed up, but because one of their players was just too late. We are going to be trying to save time and make sure that we give him the best shot to show up, but I'm really not sure. So, but all that to say, we got some pretty exciting matches ahead of us. If Psychopath isn't here by the time we need to start, we're going to have Hallow going up against C6 Shrimp to start this one off. One of the best 2 players on both the teams going up against each other. It's going to be very interesting to see who's going to be able to win this match. I mean, again, a lot of people think Midnight Bash are going to be the ones to pull this one out, but then you never know. One mistake is all it takes, and the entire match shifts. All right, and looking like we just have roughly 2 minutes before the first match should start here, we're going to go ahead and yet again message Psychopath one more time. The Architects, they have ran into this issue a couple of times now, but you know, it isn't necessarily going to be the end of the world as long as he shows up before the match is supposed to be over. Now, we have all the top players joining the clan now. We got all the creators coming in, and we're getting ready for everything to start. Should be starting in roughly 2 minutes for the very first match, and then we should be all set. So someone's asking what the best Builder Hall 9 attack strategy is. I would definitely say either P.E.K.K.A.s and dropships, or P.E.K.K.A.s and dropships and minions. It's pretty unbelievably broken. I'm kind of, everyone in the top 10 or top on 100 really are really hoping they're going to get nerfed, because you can really just throw minions down on any base here and they're going to just completely obliterate it. But you know, I mean, fingers crossed it's not going to be too big of an issue. In this tournament, we did see, surprisingly, a lot of players aren't using dropships here. We do see a lot of dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s from Team Midnight Bash, Jopo, and Clash Bashing both like to use this strategy. But apart from that, there really aren't that many dropships being used, which is very nice. I would say they're more of a not super interesting strategy to watch. We do see a lot of cannon carts, we do see a lot of baby dragons, and these are the riskier strategies, but at the same time, they are also the strategies which, when you use them, you have a better shot at securing a 6-star, because you can just control the attack better with dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s and dropships and minions are kind of just hoping they go the right way. With cannon carts, you have a very good grip on controlling the carts and controlling your baby dragons, having everything go the way you want it to go. You just have very good control over the attack. So yet again, we're going to go get ready to start into the first match here, and it's probably going to be Hallow up against C6 Shrimp. I'm really hoping we don't have any issues with people not showing up here, but you never know. Don't really have control over that. We have, luckily, everyone else is here in the rest of the tournament, so that's ideal. Just can't find the first player supposed to start off. So I'm going to go ahead and message them a couple more times, and then we should be starting with C6 Shrimp quite soon here. So let's go ahead and look at the teams, and I'll go ahead and message them. mean, this is the only elimination match technically today. After this match, we will just be having the grand finals match. But everyone, this is kind of the big match to see who is going to be having a shot at the grand final here. If they win this match, that's all they got to do is secure this one match. They can't make any mistakes, and then they will have this win pretty well. Good chances to get it. I mean, again, Midnight Bash is the #1 team in the entire tournament. They have the 3-time #1 player. They have another top 10, #6 finished player. And then Clash Bashing, who has gotten how many 5-stars? 3 5-stars and 1 2-star in the entire tournament. I think he has 1 6-star and 2 5-stars in a row. And so he is definitely the one who is looking like he's going to be able to pull this one out for his team. I mean, the whole Midnight Bash team is definitely one of the most stacked teams. A lot of people did not expect Clash Bashing to be able to learn so quickly and get so many 5-stars so fast, but right now he is definitely looking like the best creator in the tournament. I mean, we've not seen any other top player, or no, sorry, actually, yeah, a lot of top players have not even gotten as consistent as Clash Bashing. We've seen a lot of players get multiple 2-stars, whereas Clash Bashing only got 1 2-star. So he's doing better than some of the top players in this tournament are. So it's definitely really impressive to see a creator who is able to perform so well without after just a little bit of short training. I mean, obviously this reflects back onto the top players who trained him, C6 Shrimp and also onto Jopo, both who have trained him to help him out and get him up to speed. So it definitely reflects really well on them, showing like how well they're able to train and how much they know about the game, that they're able to make a player who has not really touched the builder base in months all of a sudden perform better than a lot of the top players. So we're just hoping that we're going to get to the first match here very soon. And again, we're going to go look at the teams. We'll finish organizing this aspect of it, and we'll get to it. All right, so we're going to be starting in with C6 Shrimp up against Bliblob here, the former #1 player. And now it's time to get into the very first match of the grand finals here. We have Hallow posting his base, or Bliblob. I mean, I prefer calling him Hallow. That would be his real name, but you know, he has a fun name apart from that. It's just hard to remember. So he's one of the more seasoned players here. I mean, he has nearly 100,000 prestige trophies. He has 16,000 builder base wins. He's been playing since builder base 1.0, and now he's here. He is one of the best base builders here. So can he do it? We saw this base actually, I believe, sometime yesterday, and I don't think it worked super well for them. So how is this going to pull off for them? I mean, we see he's going up against C6 Shrimp. C6 Shrimp, he has not failed yet, not even once in this tournament. So if they somehow are able to get C6 Shrimp to fail here, that would be monumental for them. That would probably change the tide of this entire war. So we're going to have to see whether or not C6 Shrimp is going to be able to just start up his team super strong here, get them a 6-star, and just already put them way further into the lead. And that would be probably the perfect start for C6 Shrimp, and Midnight Bash is a 6-star. I mean, even a 5-star, but you know C6 Shrimp. He doesn't go for anything less than a 6-star, and he has the Candy Carts and Baby Dragon selected his favorite troop. I don't think we've seen him use anything else. And no, we have. We saw him use P.E.K.K.A.s yesterday, and he did not lose a single troop in the entire tournament. So C6 Shrimp, sorry, in the entire attack, he did not lose a single troop with P.E.K.K.A.s. So look at this. He's starting in a Giant, and he's probably going to put Candy Carts behind it once the Roaster's getting tanked for. And look at this. So what he's going to be able to do now is take out the Archer Tower, take out the Lava Launcher, and that's going to let him get the Roaster and the Mega Tesla. He brought in 3 cannon carts. This is a really big dedication here, but now they're going to go just get some quick, easy shots onto the lava launcher. That's going to take it out, and now all of a sudden he's getting a huge amount of value here. But one thing to notice here is this is a huge commitment here. You only have 2 baby dragons and the battlecopter. A really smart way to start this, though, I would say. This is a really risky approach here. Not a lot of top players like to do this, but we see Shrimp is just going out with it. Here comes the Mega Tesla getting taken down. The Mega Tesla is one of the most important defenses to take down here. So the fact that he's getting that down so early, and actually look, he's going to go take out the air bombs too. So now with 3 cannon carts and a giant, he's going to get down almost every single air defense on the base. I mean, look, all that's left is going to be the Air Expo and 2 Archer Towers. And I don't know how many Teslas are here. Usually we do see 3 Teslas on these stages, but I don't know if he's going to even have, okay, here's our first Tesla. I don't know if he has all 3 here. So now the cannon cart's going to go in and just take out the Tesla for him. And look at that. All he has to really deal with now is an Air Expo and an Archer Tower. And he still has 3 cannon carts alive. He's probably not even going to really lose the Baby Dragon. Unfortunately, look at that. The Battlecopter and the Baby Dragon both find an air bomb, but it doesn't matter. He has a Baby Dragon with the ability left. The Battlecopter is still surviving. He has the cannon carts. This one's going to be absolutely crushed, and this is the perfect start to this tournament that C6 Shrimp was looking for. He wanted to get the 6-star and immediately put his team in a really nice position, and that's all he had to do. Now he's going on to the second stage with his entire army alive but a giant. So I mean, and he also has a Baby Dragon ability here. You got to realize this is really going to be difficult for him to mess up. He'll probably bring in, I would assume, either 2 more Baby Dragons or a cannon cart and barbarians. Definitely 2 more Baby Dragons would probably make the most sense, but then again, he has to kind of think smartly here. Everyone knows he likes Baby Dragons, so why would you go in with them if you already know you're going to get trapped for them? So it looks like he's going to bring in a Barbarians and a Hog Glider. Okay, that's an interesting decision. I guess he could take out both these cannons, but actually no, he can't. Not with the Hog Gliders at least. So where is he going to start in from here? Okay, it looks like he's going down from the bottom corner. I mean, again, he has 3 cannon carts, and there's the first Tesla. And he put the cannon cart a little close to the cannon. I don't know if that was on purpose. He needs to put another Barbarian down quick to tank for that, and he does not get it. So it looks like he's going to lose that cannon cart now because this Barbarian found a push trap. And look, there's another push trap. He has another cannon cart in range of a cannon. And Shrimp, what is going on? He's going to be losing this. Okay, he loses 2 cannon carts to start this off. That is insane. I mean, I don't even know how we have not seen Shrimp make really one mistake in this entire tournament. Now, this is going to shake it up a little bit. This is going to be a little bit of a problem. He needs to take out these guard post units. He does lock onto the Archer first. I do think that's going to be enough for him to take it down. All he has to do is kind of just get these firecrackers out of the way. It's going to be difficult, but I don't think it's over. But it is absolutely insane that we saw Shrimp make such massive mistakes here, putting 2 separate cannon carts into the range of defenses. I mean, cannons, we know cannons are very difficult to outrange, but you really kind of expect more from the top players. So I know Shrimp's probably going to be beating himself up about that. He kind of strives to be perfect in these tournaments, and it still looks like he's going to be able to get the 6-star. He just needs to get in range of this firecracker, but he's not there yet. I mean, he can move it, but now he needs to kind of worry about time. He's still pretty fine. He has both the Hog Gliders. He should really, start in the Baby Dragon. That'll take down all the auto outpost zappies. And then now he needs to just start 1 Baby Dragon from the corner. And there it is, already at the top. And then both the Hog Gliders. And this was a really weird, strange attack to see one of the best players making a couple massive mistakes here. But I do think he's got it. All he has to do is make sure he can take out that army camp. He has 10 seconds, and that is going to be it. So even though he ran into some slight issues, he is still going to be able to get this one down. But man, that was a little closer than we thought. So that is going to be the first attack to start off this match here, and an absolutely amazing attack from C6 Shrimp. I mean, that first stage was a really brilliant read on the base. So now it's going to be up to Hallow to come back here. And if Hallow can just kind of think smartly and try and not get trapped by C6 Shrimp. I mean, we saw C6 Shrimp trapped how many players yesterday? I think he trapped Alvaro845, he trapped Fury, and he also trapped Noseboy here. So, I mean, he has trapped so many people in this tournament already, and he does know what Hallow likes to use. We do see Hallow liking to use a lot more of the Baby Dragons and a lot more of the cannon carts and a lot of these more strategic strategies. So if I were C6 Shrimp, I would be trapping for Baby Dragons and cannon carts, but then again, you never know. Hallow is a former #1 player. He is a seasoned player. He's been playing this for years now. I mean, he got his first #1 finish in 2018. That was how long? 6 years ago. He's been playing the Builder Base for so long. So you got to imagine that he has a few tricks up his sleeve. He kind of knows what C6 Shrimp is going to go for here. So we're going to have to go see. How is C6 Shrimp going to defend against this? He's choosing a base right now. And again, he's built, I think, 9 bases for today. And I don't know if you know much about building bases in the Builder Base, but it is not fun. That takes a lot of time. And he's spent all the time to build 9 different bases for all these matches he has to go in. Now, something that would definitely help him out here is if Psychopath doesn't show up. We do not see Psychopath here, and we also don't really see Carbon Fin. So this might be an automatic promotion here if none of them show up. So hopefully that's not the case, but at least we do still have the grand finals here, which would be Children of Otto up against Midnight Bash, if that does end up being the case. So we're going to have to hope that that's not what happens, but you know, you never know for sure. It would be a little bit of a bummer, but let's go see. So now C6 Shrimp is going to be defending up against Hallow here, and can he get a good defense? I mean, if they get a 2-star defense, it's pretty much over. Someone's asking, can he build a base for you? I mean, I bet he would if you paid him. I don't know. You can always message him if you would like. You know, he has nothing better to do. And he's really good at building bases. He's able to do it quite quickly, actually. He's just incredibly talented, and he's definitely, I think, the best player in the entire Builder Base 2.0 since the update. There have been a lot of contenders, but I think he is the winner here. And now we see him up against Hallow here. And he's using a base which is not new. And the reason that is he only built bases for the grand final. You can say maybe he's being a little bit confident, thinking he's going to get to the grand final. But, okay, and it looks like Hallow is going with Noah's Ark here. And honestly, I'm not super surprised because both his teammates have yet to show up. So, I mean, I think he's just going to opt to have fun. But he's going to try Noah's Ark up against this base. And I mean, you can say what you want. You definitely know this is not a strategy Shrimp would have trapped for. So this will be interesting. Can he pull this off? We saw him get a 5-star with it yesterday. So can he get the 6-star with it today? I mean, this could be pretty catastrophic for him. Again, he does not have a single one of his teammates here other than him. So I think he's somewhat given up. But let's go see. He has the Electrifier Wizard selected. I'm trying to figure out where he's going to get that value. He's going to immediately put his cannon cart into the range of an Archer Tower. And now he's going to lose both those Hog Gliders to the Mega Tesla. This is not exactly the ideal start, I'll be honest. Yeah, that cannon cart's going to die, and he lost both his Hog Gliders. So now it's kind of looking like it's going to go a little questionably. This is definitely not what you want to see in an elimination match. Now he's going to use the Electrifier Wizard onto the barracks. That's what I thought he might do. That is going to get some pretty good chain value inside, but he has to be careful. It's going to go into the range of an Archer Tower soon. And there we go. He's in range of the Archer Tower. He has a dropship coming in. His Battlecopter... Okay. Well, I think he might have given up. It's going to be a 0%, 25%, 0-star. So I think there's just too much going wrong there, and the nerves got to him, and he just called it a day. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, it's kind of impossible for Midnight Bash to lose here. And not to mention, we are still waiting on both the guys' teammates. So I think that, unfortunately, Team Architects is going to be eliminated by disqualification because, man, that just went pretty poorly. But luckily, we do have the grand finals, which will be here. We do have Children of Otto. They have gone undefeated in the entire tournament, who will be up against Midnight Bash here. So, I mean, Midnight Bash is definitely the team to beat here. And Midnight, I mean, if no one really shows up in probably like 10 minutes here, we're going to have to just skip over them. But, I mean, if we go to the strat, if you look at what he was trying to do, I do think it was kind of smart. He was going to go for the double cannon there, get that out immediately, but he just accidentally put the cannon cart too close to the range of the Archer Tower. And when that happens, what you got to kind of do is just let the cannon cart die, because you can't save it. I mean, I guess you could have put a dropship onto the Archer Tower, but that's too much of a dedication. So when he has this into the range of the Archer Tower there, which was just, he was probably trying to avoid push traps, but if he didn't hit, you know, if he hit a push trap there, I mean, I would have been surprised if there was a push trap there. But then he made another mistake, which was putting the Hog Gliders onto the Archer Tower to try and save the cannon cart. And you got to realize this Mega Tesla and this double cannon are going to kill them. So look, this one Hog Glider dies instantly from the Mega Tesla, and now there's just one left. So that cannon cart is dead, and now, not in addition to losing the cannon cart, you've also now lost 2 hog gliders, which was a big part of his plan here. So now he's just, okay, trying to recover still. You can still get the Electrifire Wizard value. I don't know if he thought the Electrifire Wizard would outrange the Archer Tower. It would have if he put it onto the Giant Cannon. But we did see him do really well with the same strategy yesterday. It just did not go well today. So he goes in with this, but now he finds another issue, which is the Battle Machine. He wanted it to get to the 3rd ability, but when he sees that he's getting hit by so much and that it's not going to get to that 3rd ability, he just opts to kind of take the loss here. And yeah, definitely disappointing he didn't finish it all the way out though. But we do see that's probably going to be the end of the first match, just because it is a little bit of a bummer that that team made it all the way to the grand finals, but they are not here currently. But it's looking like we're just going to have to move past them, I guess. I mean, let's go ahead and see. I don't know where Carbon Finn is. Let's go see when he's scheduled to play. He's scheduled to play at 12:45, so in like 20 minutes. So yeah, I mean, I guess we're just going to have to stall for a little bit. It was a little bit, I don't know, unfortunate for sure, but for the time being, we're just going to watch some random people attacking while we're waiting. Yeah, I would say the fail with the cannon cart, I mean, I do that frequently. You kind of put a cannon cart too close to the range of an Archer Tower, trying to be smart and dodge traps. And I would say that's more frequent, but definitely the Archer Tower fail, where you think that you are able to outrange the Electrifire Wizard. I would say that one definitely, like, it was on the edge, I'll be honest, but it was still, I could see that and already know it would be too close. I don't know if he knew it would be too close, or if he just didn't care, if he meant to put something in front of it, or, you know, he lost the hog gliders really quick. We don't know what those hog gliders were for there, but there was definitely a couple of just big mistakes. And, you know, definitely, I don't know if I would say giving up like that was the best decision, but, you know, I can't really do much for it. And all I'm saying is I'm really glad that's not the grand final match, because we already got the grand final match pretty much decided now. I mean, when you get a 0-star and you essentially have forfeited an attack, it's pretty determined that you're not going to go through. I mean, even if the Midnight Bash, what would they need to do? They just need like 2 1-stars and they would win. So, yeah, we're probably going to have to go on for the next match here. And while we're waiting for that, though, we do at least have FJB. FJB was on Team Balalaika in the tournament, and he unfortunately, I think, got a 2-star in the last match, or maybe a high 5-star. And he's definitely really skilled attacker, but he did just not quite get it. He said he could have at least gotten the Builder Hall with the P.E.K.K.A. That's very true. He could have definitely secured the 2-star there. I mean, there was no real reason to just opt for a 0-star, because, yeah, you're right. Builder Hall for the P.E.K.K.A. He still had what alive? I mean, the P.E.K.K.A. would have wrapped around the base this way. And if he put the P.E.K.K.A. right there, the Archer Tower would have attacked the P.E.K.K.A. and then the Electrifire Wizard would have gotten all this value, and that would have got him some more buildings. So, I mean, that would have definitely been the better decision there, is just to put the P.E.K.K.A. there. But while we're waiting, I guess we'll go look at C6 Shrimp's attack here and try and see why did it go so well. So this is an approach that you look at for bases, and you usually don't want to do it, but if you are going to do it, it's pretty much going to be a secured victory here. And C6 Shrimp knows that. And I don't think Hallow knows this, because this approach is a little bit of a newer approach. It was a couple seasons back is really when it started becoming a popular approach. And even then, it's really not that popular anymore. Like, I would do it against players, and OA Fury was the one who showed me. I think LT Null was the first one to kind of really do it a whole lot. But what you see here is once you take down this lava launcher, there's really nothing that can outrange the cannon cart here. And that's exactly what he sees. You get this lava launcher down, all of a sudden you're going to get all of this massive defense down with just 3 cannon carts. And the best part about cannon carts, the reason they're so strong, is you're able to just use them into the second stage. They're almost always going to survive, because, you know, when you think about it, the reason a lot of your troops die is because they fly into stupid positions and get destroyed by defenses, or they just do something really dumb. Well, cannon carts, they do dumb stuff, but you can control what they do, you know? Like, if they look like they're going to go attack a random wall and be in range of an Archer Tower, you just pause them. So that's why they're so strong, is because you can control where they go. And additionally, they will almost always be alive into the second stage here. So now we see he has 3 cannon carts, which are a great investment. I mean, they're going to be, as I mentioned, in the second stage. He has 3 cannon carts now that are just going to wrap around the base here. And he has a really nice split on them. The reason he paused this one but not these is so they would go towards the air bombs and just take it down a little bit quicker. So now he's just completely gutting the base here. And at this point, you saw he only had 2 baby dragons, and I was kind of concerned, only 2 baby dragons, how was he going to take this down? Was it worth it? And it absolutely was, because we have this candy cart going to go take down a Tesla, and now before he even gets to this compartment, or actually before he even puts down a single baby dragon, we see the entire base is down, except for 1 air expo and the Archer Tower. That's all that's left on the base now. So he was able to take down everything. He still has the battlecopter with his maxed ability. He still has the baby dragons with both their abilities. And there's really no reason to even be concerned here. At this point, 3 candy carts remaining. This is all that's left on the base. So he's easily going to just take this out with the baby dragons. I don't think he needed to use a baby dragon ability. I think he opted to just to make sure he was going to get everything down and maybe take down that giant cannon. But I don't think he really even needed to use that there. Because you see that baby dragon is pretty full health. All that attacked it was a air bomb he found. So the baby dragon survived to the second stage. We do see a couple mistakes on the second stage though, and this is kind of the same we saw from in the last attack here. Is in the second stage, he goes with barbarians here to test for traps, and we do see him find a Tesla. But what he accidentally does here, which is a pretty big mistake, is he puts the cannon cart just way too far forward. So we're going to see here, he's going to test with the barbarian, really smart, taking it a little bit slow, making sure he's not going to run into any unsuspecting traps. And then when he does find the trap, he's just going to full send the cannon cart. And look at this. I think he, when there's a building, like if there was a gold storage in front of this wall, you could have put your cannon cart directly against it. But because the Tesla is there, he immediately puts down another barbarian trying to save it. But you know what really killed him here? It wasn't the cannon, it was the guard post units. And look, he puts down a barbarian to go try and take out this barbarian on the guard post, and he finds a push trap, so a spring trap. So the spring trap is done. And then he was so focused on this cannon cart down here, trying to save it, he accidentally forgot to pause this cannon cart up here, and now that one's being attacked by a cannon. So it was definitely a really iffy match there, just with both those mistakes. You do not really expect that from C6 Shrimp. Again, we have not seen him fail once in the tournament, and he was able to still pull it off. It was definitely a little close. He was able to take down the guard post unit with the cannon carts. The battle machine just kind of walked through the base here. And now we see the battle machine is just continuing through. So it was definitely a little close, but even still, he was able to pull it off here. Now, is it just going to be a elimination tie? I'm guessing that... I don't know. This game was not for formality. This game was to determine who would be going into the upper bracket and facing the in the grand final, but we did not quite get to finish that. We already know essentially who was going to be in the grand final now. Seeing that Hallow got the 0 star and and that we didn't see Psychopath yet, that's probably how it's going to end out. But what we're going to have to do now is we're going to go ahead and just have Carbon Fin face Clash Bashing. And that's probably, the last match we'll probably have. Jopo will probably avoid having to do any matches here. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, definitely, to one player's missing, one player kind of rage quit. So this is going to be a very interesting grand final. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to... I'm going to let Carbon Fin know, just trying to kind of explain it all to him real quick, and then we'll go and get into this last probably attack of this match here. We already know who's probably going to win, but it's looking like we're going to have a very interesting grand finals. Again, Children of Otto are completely undefeated here. They have not yet lost once, and they've been putting up some pretty solid scores. Even Beaker's Lab here, yesterday we saw he got a 5-star, which is a... how many creators got a 5-star? Jacob's Clash, Itzu, Clash Bashing, Carbon Fin, and Beaker. So he is one of the 5 creators, I think, who got a 5-star in the tournament. And it's going to be interesting because now we see he's capable of getting 5 stars, and that means it's going to be a little bit more difficult for C6 Shrimp and his team to really be able to easily pull off. So we're going to go ahead and just give me one moment. We're going to go organize this, and we'll be back quite shortly. All right, so Carbon Fin is here, and it's going to be Carbon Fin defending up against Clash Bashing here. Now, Clash Bashing has to make the decision. We don't know if he's learned any new strategies yet, but it's possible that he has learned some new strategies here. And if he has, it's going to be questionable. Do you want to show the new strategies here, or do you not want to show the new strategies here? 1 second. It is a forfeit here, unfortunately. But well, let me just go message them real quick. I don't know if you ever tried talking while typing at the same time. It's not easy, but there we go. Okay. So, I mean, we do see that Psychopath just is not showing up, and additionally, they got a 0-star rage quit, so it's essentially a forfeited match. We do know Midnight Bash will be advancing here. So, yeah, that's going to be it. So now we still are going to have at the very end of this, though, we're going to have Clash Bashing still attacking Carbon Fin. Carbon Fin showed up, and regardless of if it's forfeit or if they're not, he's still going to be here. He's still going to be showing off for his team. He's still going to be trying to at least do one last attack before the tournament's over. It is quite unfortunate. There is no pressure here, so these attacks are kind of just for fun. I mean, if they want to just use all drop ships or all barbarians, it doesn't much matter. But we're gonna have Clash Bashing going into Carbon Fin's base here, and then we're gonna be going all the way into the grand final here, which is gonna be Midnight Bash versus Children of Otto, a undefeated team up against a team that has the best scores in the entire tournament. So it's gonna be interesting. Now, here we go. Clash Bashing is up against Carbon Fin, and we've seen this base before in the tournament. Actually, it was used against Judo Sloth, and it looks like they rotated it. I mean, it's an Among Us base. It's shaped as the character from Among Us. If you just rotate it 180 degrees, that's the shape of it. But now it looks actually much cooler. It was made as a joke and then turned out to actually work really well. So we do see Clash Bashing has dropships and minions selected, so it's possible that he did learn this new strategy here. I don't know how well that's going to work against this base, though. I mean, we do see this base is probably, it's definitely more anti-dropship. I mean, we have so many air defenses here all separated, but then again, not the end of the world. I mean, the battle machine would come in and take out the air bombs, and then you could just send in all the dropships right about here that would take everything out. But I mean, again, he doesn't really even need a 6-star here. I mean, if he gets 1 star, it's pretty much out of reach for the opponents. I mean, it's already kind of a guaranteed loss here, unfortunately, for the Architects. Not how we were expecting this to end. I mean, we thought that it was going to be a little bit of a closer match, but Midnight Bash will be pulling through. Yeah, the outside air bombs, they definitely are bait here, and we are going to see this. There's usually Teslas around here, but what they're actually mostly around here are push traps, because people will try and use one cannon cart and take out that air bomb. And we do see, for some reason, there are no Teslas, and here come all the dropships and the minions. It's time to go, and definitely, usually you do see the dropships getting placed down a little bit more delayed, and here's the reason for that: is they're just gonna kind of all follow each other, and you're not gonna get that cross tanking. Like if you put one dropship here and one dropship there, you're gonna get everything being tanked for by different buildings. But even still, it looks like Clash Bashing is gonna have a really good shot against this base here. It's just, again, dropships are definitely a much hated troop in the builder base community. But still, we do see that Clash Bashing is doing quite well. I'm going to be honest, it's either going to be a time fail or a probably 4-star, 5-star attack here, because this battle machine is going to continue working on all these storages. He just needs to make sure he has enough time here. If he uses the Battlecopter ability onto this gold storage, it will take out the Archer Tower. So that's probably what he's being told by his teammates. I mean, his teammates, Seasick Shrimp, they're in his ear, and he does take out the Archer Tower actually with the splash damage here. So he needs to use this maxed Battlecopter ability onto the gold storage. That's going to damage up this army camp, take it out, damage up the Tesla, and hopefully he doesn't use it too early. Sometimes people try and get a little quick with it. Here we go, perfect timing. Now the question is, does he have the time for it? It's looking like it's going to be a time fail like I thought. It may even just be a fail. I mean, that Tesla is doing complete work to the Battlecopter, but can he at least get the 97? He does, so a 97% 2-star. His second 2-star of the tournament, but luckily, we don't really know if he's been training with dropships and minions. And sometimes I'm wondering whether or not his team is kind of like trying to have him mess with the other team's head and use a random strategy that they don't really even use here. But unfortunately, it doesn't really matter here. Maybe he is just trying to have fun here, trying to use whatever he wants. The dropship's death splash damage radius is too big. The dropship's everything radius is too big. Its ability radius is too big. Its HP is too much. There's a lot wrong with the dropship. It's essentially a flying giant that is also like a seeking missile with its ability that also opens, that's a wall breaker and a witch. So a very balanced troop indeed. Hoping that it gets nerfed somewhat soon. But now we have Carbon Fin here. So now it's just for a somewhat rivalry. Who's going to do better, Carbon Fin or Clash Bashing? It's time to figure this out once and for all. This team, I think, is one of the few teams that have not faced each other yet in the tournament. So they've never faced each other, but also who have never faced each other is Children of Otto and Midnight Bash here. It'll be their first time against each other, and you can say that maybe Children of Otto had a little bit of an easier road to the grand final than Midnight Bash did. Midnight Bash had to go up against the number 2 team, and look at this Carbon Fin bringing an Electrifire Wizard. Interesting. Imagine if he tries to do the same attack his teammate did. I think he's going Noah's Ark here. Maybe. I don't know for sure. It'll be interesting for sure. I'm really quite confused at what he's going to do. We saw him use cannon cards yesterday, but now he's using 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, an Electrifier Wizard, a Bomber, Archers, and a Baby Dragon. Interesting. I don't know what he's going to do here. I mean, we do see there was value on that building there, but he needs a tank for the giant cannon. So how is he going to start this off here? Come on, Carbon. We believe in you. He has Archers starting off. And this is so far going better than yesterday. We did see yesterday he put down like 6 Archers. I don't know if that was on purpose or accident. And that's just made it a little bit more difficult here. But now it looks like he learned from that yesterday. He knows he shouldn't do that. And he is starting off pretty strong. The Battle Machine, I don't know if it's going to go the right way. And the Electrifier Wizard, actually, it is going to take out a lot here because it chains onto the Tesla. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that's really smart. Now the bummer here, though, is he does not have a a giant. He has plenty of P.E.K.K.A.s. He doesn't have a giant here to tank for anything. So he still isn't necessarily looking bad. Okay, he does get that final chain there from that Electrifier Wizard. He needs to use Bomber ability. Bomber died. Okay, so let's see. Bash got a 97. I think he's just trying to aim for that. Again, this is one of the cooler attacks we've seen from the creators here. Usually we've seen dropships and minions or dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s, but he's bringing out all the tricks with the Electrifier Wizards and everything. So he's just going to get as much percentage as he can here. No reason not to, and that Baby Dragon ability should do some work. There we go, taking down 2 buildings and a 79% 2-star. I mean, these attacks were just for fun. I'm really glad Carbon Fin was able to come out. I mean, I'm glad he still showed up. Sometime I was kind of worried maybe when he saw that his one teammate didn't show up and one of his teammates just rage quit. He wouldn't really want to play, but really thankful for him to showing up. So even with all the unfortunate aspects of this match here, I mean, I'm really surprised with the top player performance in this. Really bummed with how many people didn't show up, but now we just got to kind of continue moving forward. So it's looking like it's going to be Clash Bashing and his team of Midnight Bash up against Children of Otto. So let's go see it. Children of Otto, again, they are a pretty menacing team here. Children of Otto have a number 1 finisher, Scion. Additionally, they have Galaxio and Beaker's Lab. So Beaker's Lab has actually gotten to the second stage as recently as yesterday. So this shows that he's able to get to the second stage here, and he is capable of being a good tiebreaker. Again, these creators, in this match, more than any other match, I would expect 2 6-stars from both the teammates, and it's going to be up to the creators to kind of make the tiebreaker. But on this side, we do have Midnight Bash. Midnight Bash has the 3-time number 1 player, C6 Shrimp, and they also have Jopo, a number 6 finisher, and lastly, Clash Bashing. Now, we did see Clash Bashing use dropships and minions. We do not know if that's his actual army he's planning to use, but we do know that he nearly got to the second stage there. So this grand finals, I mean, we did see the Architects did have some timing issues in the past, but luckily the Midnight Bash and Beaker's Lab and Children of Otto have all, I do not expect any issues in the finals. So it's a best of 3 match. And, what I would really be worried for if I were the top player is what is C6 Shrimp going to do? We've seen C6 Shrimp do a lot of traps and a lot of surprises and baiting an entire battlecopter. But now he has to kind of plan for Ollie, and additionally has to plan for Scion. Scion, again, both these players like to use Baby Dragons and Candy Carts. We did see Scion, though. He used Noah's Ark, one of every troop, and he actually got like a really high 5-star. So, I mean, he is a very versatile attacker. Ollie and or Galaxio, we do see he usually likes to use those, prefers to use just Baby Dragons and a dropship, or Baby Dragons and a Cannon Cart. Luckily, you know, he isn't using dropships and minion spam. I mean, not to say it is not a good attack. It's a great attack. It's just, it's not super fun to watch. So I'm very hopeful for this next match here. I mean, let's go. If we go look at just how everyone is done, first of all, if we look at Midnight Bash here, Midnight Bash, C6 Shrimp has only gotten 6 stars. That is going to be, I think, his 5th 6-star in a row, maybe his 4th. Jopo has got one 1-star in the tournament, and then after that he's gotten, I think, 3 or 4 6-stars in a row. And Clash Bashing has gotten 2 2-stars and 3 5-stars. So definitely all really solid performances from everyone on their team. But in addition, if we look at this team, we do see that Galaxio, he's gotten, I think, perfect 6-stars. Scion got only 2 5-stars and 6-stars. He's not gotten a first stage fail, and Beaker's Lab has gotten a 5-star in the last tournament. So, you know, it's unsure of how this will really go, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to get this match set up here. We're going to go kind of ahead of schedule because we weren't expecting this one to go short. Let's go see how ready they are. And we're going to get into the final match of this entire tournament. I mean, everything has led up to this. We've had 8 separate creators who started here, 8 separate teams. And over the past 4 days, we've seen a lot of teams training, a lot of teams getting better, a lot of teams practicing, and a lot of teams improving a whole lot. And every single day we've seen Beaker do an attack, he just keeps getting better. Every single day we saw Clash Bashing do an attack, he just kept getting better. So everything has led up to this moment. We're going to see who is going to be the grand final winner of the first ever Creator Cup in the Builder Base. I mean, I'm going to be very honest. I do think it's going to be a difficult match for Children of Auto up against Midnight Bash here. Midnight Bash being one of the best performing teams. I mean, even in this match here, we saw they got at least, they probably would have gotten, I think, 14 stars, but they got a 17-star, which is 1 star away from perfect, another 17-star, which is 1 star away from perfect, and an 18-star, which is perfect. I mean, they have done absolutely amazing. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to go match those players. We're going to go take a look at the teams real fast, and we're going to hopefully get into this last match very soon here. This is a best of 3 match here, and this will determine the winner of the entire tournament. All right, we've let all the teams know now that they're going to be playing and when they're going to be playing, so hopefully we should be getting into this very soon here. Again, I feel like most players who are really keeping up with the tournament or know anything about it are going to be kind of voting to say that Midnight Bash will probably win. So while we are waiting for the matches, we're just going to go watch some more live attacks from the top players. We do see Daniel of 5 And Daniel05 is I think, number 2 or number 1 player in the world right now. And he is going up against another player. I don't know how to say that name, so I'm not going to try. But Daniel05 was in the tournament. He was with Team Itsu, and Team Itsu looked like they were the team that were going to kind of sweep it all. I mean, they got 17 stars to start this whole thing off. And that was when there was no other creator who had even gotten past the first stage. And then all of a sudden, Itsu came in and got a 6 star. So we were expecting Team Itsu to be in the grand finals, but unfortunately they lost to Team Balalaika, which was a really kind of crazy turn of events there. So still, though, Team Itsu and Daniel, they did incredibly well. There was just one last mistake there. While I play in the next big builder-based tournament myself, I think it's kind of difficult to do that if I'm going to be casting, you know, like I don't, especially if I'm setting up the tournament, I don't really want to set up a tournament and then, like, for instance, if I were to win, you know, I don't want it to kind of look weird, like, oh, I made a tournament and I have a prize pool, but I'm just going to win it for myself. You say you're putting 20 on Children of Otto, that's a pretty brave decision here. I mean, again, you do know who they're up against. I mean, it's going to be a little difficult. Okay, we got to invite Beaker here. I'm going to go invite Beaker. Let me go find him real fast. Let me get his clan tag. We forgot to invite him to the clan. I take no blame here. I mean, I will say it's kind of hard. It's just been kind of glitched. I do think that right now the winner of this is looking like it's going to be Midnight Bash. But then again, I'm kind of Team Beaker here. I believe in Beaker. He's been doing incredibly well. He was the first creator, I think, to start training here, and so he's been ahead of the curve here. So I'm hoping that kind of helps him out. I mean, Beaker's a super nice guy. I'm really glad he was up to joining, and we do see he. I think he even maxed a lot of his walls here. I mean, out of nowhere, a lot of his walls just were somehow level 10. I don't know if that was something that he did. Yeah, I think that might be a little too high. But there we go. But yeah, so we do have Beaker invited to the clan now. So hopefully, we'll get into the last match here. So again, Beaker was one of the first creators to kind of start training here. So of course, I'm very thankful to him. I mean, he was super nice. I mean, we kind of had to invite him out of the blue because we had a creator kind of just not show up or say that he couldn't come in. So I messaged Beaker like 2 weeks before the tournament. And he was all for it, and he's been nothing but nice. So I'm really glad he'll be in this. So I mean, I'm kind of rooting for him just because I like him. But then again, Clash Bashing, I will admit, Clash Bashing was one of my favorite YouTubers. I even joined his clan back in like 2020. I did get kicked from his clan because I got too many 1-stars in Clan War League, which was a bummer, I'll admit. But I've since forgiven him. You know, we talked it out. It's okay. There's no more beef there anymore. So I mean, Clash Bashing versus two YouTubers which I really do respect, and I'm really do like it. I'm really glad they've put in so much work into this tournament to make sure that they have a good shot here. So it's gonna be, you know, I can't really pick favorites between them. You know, obviously Midnight Bash is projected to win, but at the same time, I would really love to see kind of an underdog story of Beaker's Lab coming out. I mean, you can say underdog, then again, Beaker's team is undefeated, but let's see. Do you want the first Battlecopter skin to have the same winter theme? No. I mean, no offense to the winter theme. Like, I like the winter theme. It's just, it's not necessarily my favorite. You know, I'd rather it be kind of like a unique thing. I mean, even if you look at the winter theme, like it just, I would be more interested in one that's a little bit more unique, I guess. But, you know, I won't really say anything. Let's go see. I think Beaker finally got an invite. I mean, we're starting this last match too. We have a lot of extra time here in between matches just because that last match went by really quickly. We weren't really expecting a player not to show up and one to rage quit, so we just have a lot of free time. But luckily, in this match, everyone's here. It's going to be just back-to-back. We have all the creators actually responding and all the players, responding. Carbon Fin did show up. Really thankful to Carbon Fin for still coming through. But let me go see if we got everything coming in. And the matchup should be starting here in roughly 5 minutes. We'll have the first match here, which is going to start out with Galaxy O, the former number 6 player in the world, up against Jopo, which actually, I think they both have the same top finish if we look at this. So it's going to be like the most even match we've seen here, technically speaking. Then again, actually now I think I accidentally did something smart. So we have Jopo here. Jopo has a best finish of number 6 in the entire world. Yes, he had 19,400 trophies when he got that. I mean, don't worry about how. And then also we do have Galaxy O, who has a best finish of number 6. So we have both the number 6 finishers up against each other. And then additionally we have Scion, who has a best finish of number 1, going up against C6 Shrimp, who as well has a best finish of number 1. In fact, you can see he has both his different number 1 finishes showing up here, his previous one and his best one. So it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, this is the most even match here. I mean, it's actually a super balanced match. I didn't realize how balanced it was. So let me go ahead and message him. All right, there we go. All right, so I mean, if you think Midnight Bash is going to win, go for it. Clash Bashing, you see him in the chat. Yeah, I mean, thank you for showing up. I mean, I will say your team is still projected to win here. It will be challenging, you know. Scion and Galaxy, they both like trapping bases. We did see them, I believe, trap Noseboy here. Back in a couple of days ago, they trapped him and he got a 1-star, no 2-star against them. So they do know how to trap bases, but I mean, your coach and your player, C6 Shrimp, is just really strong here. It's going to be kind of difficult for them to overcome that. Now, it'll be really impressive to see is if C6 Shrimp can continue and pull off the complete perfect performance in the entire war. I mean, he's one of the only players here who has a 100% 6-star hit rate. And that is a very difficult thing to do in the builder base, especially when you're in a tournament setting, because in the leaderboards, of course, it's difficult just because you don't really know who you're going against and you're doing so many attacks. But in the tournament, not sure why this is blurry, in the tournament, it's even more difficult because you have players trapping specifically for you. Like they're not just putting traps down for random strategies. They're doing it for you, for what they know you want to do. And it's going to be even more difficult. So if he can maintain a 6-star lead here, just 100% hit rate, no matter all the traps and no matter what's happened, it'll be incredibly impressive and a great showing from him. So could have sworn I invited him. Okay, let me go and it looks like the invite did not go to Beaker. Let me go try and send him another one real fast. But once we get him in here, it'll be all time to go, and we should just be back to back to back. And yeah, I'm really excited for this last match here. And we do have Beaker in the clan now, and it is time to start. So it's going to be Galaxy O. Actually, it's going to be Jopo attacking Galaxy 0. And I mean, this is the match we've been waiting for. This is the one that we've been waiting for a few days at this point. Someone said suited AJ the best. Yeah, I had the suit ready for a couple days now. I just didn't know if I should put it on day 3 or day 2. So I just saved it for the grand final so we could all celebrate together. You know, I had it on in the tournament trailer here, but I had to wait till it was my time to really pull it out. So they sent the bases here, everyone's getting ready, and it's going to be time to start the final match here of the entire Creator Cup tournament. It's going to be Midnight Bash versus Children of Auto. Now this isn't exactly, we knew Midnight Bash would probably be in the grand final, but Children of Auto, I will be honest, was kind of not necessarily surprising, but definitely a bit of out of the blue. I mean, yeah, they just kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, we know Team Itsu was challenging, and you know they got through it. And we know Team Judah was challenging. We know everyone's bases here were challenging, and even still, Children of Auto have gone undefeated. Now you can say that Midnight Bash did not go undefeated here. They did lose their first match, and objectively, it's just due to kind of bad luck. Luckily for them, that match wasn't an elimination match. But now it is time to start into the last match here. So let's go ahead and get Jopo to put his base up. And here we go. So last time to say in chat who you think is going to win here before it is too late is the last time to say I told you so. If things go wrong or go your way, you can tell everyone that you told them so. And it's time to go. So let's go see, is Jopo going up yet? Or oh yeah. All right, there we go. So here we go. Jopo's online, and it is time to start the last match. I know it took a second. I was really not expecting that first match to end in flames there, but unfortunately it didn't really go as planned. So let me go see. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I don't know if you ever tried typing at the same time as talking. It's really not possible. I keep trying to do that, and then I just sit here like saying random words that don't make sense. Um, but children of Otto got this. Okay, okay. If you believe it, I see someone saying that they believe that Menai Bash coming out on top. I mean, that is the safe bet there. Um, there we go. So, all right, Jopo. Jopo will be starting out. Now Jopo is the player on Midnight Bash who did get the 1-star in the very first match of the tournament here. Why is he wearing a suit? You gotta be ready, man. Yeah, just in case. You never know. There we go. Base has been posted. It's time to get good. Looking good. All right, let's go see. Here we go. Finally. So, again, Jopo. We do know that Jopo uses a lot of dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s. Right now, he has dropships and minions selected. You know, I would love to see him go back to his cannon cart roots. He was initially an amazing cannon cart player, and then he shifted more to dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s. I mean, you know, whatever works here. But now we see the last match here. Now, he does have minions and dropships selected with a cannon cart. I don't really know what this is supposed to do here. Now he's switching to something we haven't seen before. Oh, no, actually, now he is switching to something we haven't seen before. Baby dragons. Oh, no, wait, never mind. He's pranking us. He's going back to dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s. So, we're going to be seeing him use dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s here. So, how do you do this? I mean, we saw this base. I think Clash Bashing took down this base here with dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s, but look, he's actually bringing in cannon carts. Okay, now, wait, what? I can't handle all the changes here. And okay, so cannon carts and baby dragons. All right, he needs to bring archers, but I don't think he's gonna. And this might be bad, but fingers crossed. You know, there's a lot of traps you can hit here. They're lucky that this is not an elimination match here. So he has the cannon carts starting around the base. He's just going to be using the cannon carts onto all the buildings to kind of clear out spaces for the baby dragons to fly in here and take down those buildings. He really should have brought archers, though. I'm going to be honest. If he brought archers here, he could have taken out this archer tower, the giant cannon, and the other archer tower, and then used one baby dragon and cleared this out. But no, he's actually... Okay, interesting. I guess he's going to go with baby dragons on the lava launchers. Now, I told you, I was hoping I'd see him pull out the cannon carts here, and that's exactly what he does. This base, someone's saying they hate it. I understand why. This base has been in the meta for far too long now. I mean, okay, this is an issue. Okay, look, he's finding so many Teslas up here. Was that the second or third Tesla? Oh, no, that can't be on purpose. Did he mean to do that? He just put down... Okay, I'm going to assume he meant to do that because... I don't know. I don't know if that was on purpose. That could be a big issue. He needs to take down this lava launcher still. Lucky for him, he is going to be able to take down this giant cannon. But how is he going to get down the lava launcher? That's really what I'm most concerned about right now. He's going to use the ability here. He's sending him one of his cannon carts. I think he put down 2 baby dragons in the wrong spot or something, because there is no reason you would ever want to put those baby dragons there. They do absolutely nothing for you. So he's going to let a cannon cart die now too. Okay, it's not going great. Okay. Let's see. You know, okay, he finds a giant bomb over there. This isn't over yet. It's just going to be very difficult for him to pull off. He needs to pause that cannon cart, but he's not gonna, okay? That's going to make it more difficult. There's no corner buildings here, so it's going to be a really big test of skill here. He finds another giant bomb there, and now that's going to be it. It's going to start off with a 2-star, man. Those baby dragons, I don't think he meant to put them where he did. He also should have used the cannon cart into the mortar mode there. He could have taken out the Mega Tesla, and that might have saved it for him. But that is an insane start to the match here, 93% from an otherwise team that has gone perfect all the way through here. So, I mean, there's no way he intentionally put those baby dragons there. Someone's saying 3 cannon carts is a waste. It's not necessarily a waste if you can play it correctly. If you play it correctly, it's actually an incredible investment. But now... this is going to be a big shot for Children of Otto now to take an early lead up against a team that everyone is projecting them to lose against. So it's going to be Jopo defending against Galaxy now. So Galaxy is going to be attacking him, and now Galaxy is going to try and put his team into the lead here. All he needs to do here is get a 3-star, and all of a sudden his team is in the lead. Obviously, he's going to be going for that 6-star. You know he doesn't want anything less than perfect, and it's going to be very important here. I mentioned earlier that I think Seasick Shrimp has built bases here, and here we go. We're already starting in with the first somewhat new base here. We've seen this base before, except now all of a sudden, look, there's walls there. I don't know where those walls came from. Oh, here they did. He took walls away from this archer tower to add them over at the very back end over here. I don't know if that was what that's supposed to do. I mean, I guess it's going to stop you from sending in a giant to get a lot of tanking value, but I'm going to be very interested to see how this works here. Here we go. Okay. Galaxy has all baby dragons selected. This is not a bad baby dragon base, I'll be honest. Baby dragons, if you put them in good spots here, they take down a whole lot, but at the same time, you know, if I were in Galaxy's position, I'm probably going to be considering, I've used baby dragons every single match. You know, he's probably knows what I'm going to be going for here. Why would I go with a troop that I've been using? I really should do like P.E.K.K.A.s or something, because they're probably, C6 Shrimp's probably trapping with air bombs everywhere, and it looks like he's just going to full send it. All baby dragons. We don't really see all baby dragon attacks anymore. And here we go. Battlecopter starting in. I was worried he may have gotten a disconnect because I don't know why he would use all baby dragons, but he's coming out swinging. Now, what would be perfect for Midnight Bash is if they still 2-star. That's going to put them in a really good position. Now, again, they could catch Beaker on a defense. If Beaker gets a 2-star and Clash Bastion gets a 6-star, that could help too. And look, they're already finding the first issue here. This Tesla is going to be a little bit of a pain, but he should be fine. We do see the first baby dragon starting up at the top, and something about baby dragon attacks is they go pretty fast. You're going to see a lot of baby dragons are probably going to be put down pretty quickly. We already have 3 down. He's probably going to continue to put them around the base here. And now you're going to see all the value they get. They're going to just absolutely shred through this. I don't know if Shrimp intentionally didn't trap against them, or if he was trying to trap against them, but unfortunately, wow, these baby dragons are shredding through this right now. What would be awesome is if he gets down that battlecopter, but he does not get down the battlecopter. So now look at this baby dragon ability. He's going to the second stage with what looks to be 2 baby dragons left, one with the ability and one with the battlecopter. Now the mass baby dragons, you know, you don't see it as frequently, but it's not because it's not strong. It's just right now they're not the strongest. So I don't know what Shrimp was expecting for him to come in with. Maybe cannon carts. We have seen him use a lot of cannon carts here. Now we're up against the second stage here, though. The second stage we've seen a lot of issues with. This is a second stage that C6 Shrimp built himself for the end of season last season that helped him get to the #1 finish. And we do see Galaxy here now has 2 Electrofire Wizards selected. Interesting. I'm not sure how he's expecting to use those. I'm not sure if he's going to use those, but he does have them selected here. And he hasn't changed them yet. So what is he thinking to do? Is he going to put them on the storages? I mean, definitely not going to be as valuable as if you were to bring in cannon carts here. Cannon carts would get you a little more juice out of the deal here. But he's not changing them. He's just sitting and thinking. I mean, he has a baby dragon ability. He has a baby dragon. It's not like this is going to be difficult. I mean, you do have a lot of firecrackers in just really small compact areas here. But now we do see him switching over to the hog. Okay, here are the cannon carts. All right, cannon cart from the top. Ooh, I don't know if he should have put that there. There's usually push traps up here. Is he going to find one? He has not found one. I don't know if he's dodging one barely or what, but there's usually a push trap up top. And look, there we go. There's a trap. A Tesla pops up. That's going to nearly take down the cannon cart. Not all the way. He's still okay. He does manage to put down a baby dragon fast enough to recover that. But now I'm kind of worried about a time fail. I don't think it's necessarily over yet, but he needs to make sure A, to avoid any traps, and B, to finish this one off. With quite quickly, he does get hit by the cannon there, which is unfortunate. But wait, how is he going to take out all the... Is he going to use the baby dragon there? Yeah, okay, baby dragon gets used onto the zappies here. That's going to quickly take out... Oh, look, he missed some of the zappies. That's really unfortunate. I don't even know how you do that. The baby dragon ability just didn't hit everything. So now we're going to go into the last stage here. And what he needs to do is he got to kind of hurry up. But look, this double cannon, he did not get the double cannon down. So that's going to make his battle machine take a lot more damage. And for some reason, the battle machine just says no, dodges the crusher. And now at least he goes down there. He did take an extra shot, but he needs to take down this last crusher. And he's getting absolutely hammered right now by these cannons. And this cannon cart is in range of a cannon now. Unless he pauses it now, nope. And this is not going to be a 6-star. So this is definitely what they were looking for. And losing that baby dragon was probably a big issue for them. They did not expecting that to happen. So he's just going to get as much percentage as he can. He's still in the lead here. He's still 3 stars ahead for his team. It is far from over for Midnight Bash, but it is a good start for Team Otto's Children. So you got to remember, they are They can't be disappointed about this. Look, that cannon cart is definitely dead. He does outrange. Does he outrange that firecracker? That would be actually insane if he outranges this. Nope, he's in range now. He's just going to take that down at 182% 5-star. A really nice start here from their team, though. Yeah, the suit. Yeah. What can I say? A really nice start here from Otto's Children. I'm trying to figure out why this isn't focusing. Let me go. Anyway, can't be upset about that right now. A really nice start from Otto's Children, and regardless of how it really finished out, it was a good start. They got a good amount of star lead against them, and now we're going to be going into the next match here, which is going to be C6 Shrimp attacking Scion, I think, right? So, I mean, we've not seen C6 Shrimp mess up once here. Not one time. But now, this is where it matters the most. Even if he's not failed at all, he's going to really need to make sure he does not fail here. Because if he gets a 2-star here, that's really not what you want to see. Now, again, these are best of 3 matches here. And we're just hoping that, we get kind of good showing here. So let's see. We're just waiting on C6 Shrimp. C6 Shrimp, I believe, is online, right? Hopefully. Yeah, he's online. Okay, good. Was not wanting to run into that again. And now, here we go. C6 Shrimp going up against Scion. Again, these are both #1 players here. They've using this base. Actually, we saw this base. Who used this base? I think Team Itsu used this base, right? No. Team Itsu failed against this base twice. And this base is actually incredibly weak, though. You see the Battlecopter up in this corner will take down the Archer Tower, Giant Cannon, and Lowered Archer Tower. And that, in of its own, is already insane value. I mean, you take this base out with 2 cannon carts, Barbarians, Baby Dragons, and a Battlecopter. Pretty free. Additionally, you bring in 3 cannon carts, and I think 2 things of Archers, and 1 Baby Dragon takes it down. I mean, there's so many different ways to approach this base here that I don't think it's going to be a super big issue for C6 Shrimp to take down, but then again, you got to remember, they are trapping for him. So look, he's going to be bringing in the same attack as Jopo. I would bring in Archers. Then again, I can't really tell him how to do this. Oh wait, he's using the Battle Machine. Oh, look, it looks like he's going to go for the same approach he did up against Hallow here in the first match. Here come the 3 cannon carts. Battle Machine is tanking for the Roaster. I was trying to judge his approach here, but actually this is a perfect approach. Now he needs to be careful. Battle Machine will go into the range of that Lava Launcher. So he needs to make sure that his cannon carts do not get hit twice. They need to target onto the Lava Launcher first, but they do not target onto the Lava Launcher first. That's actually a big issue. He's going to use the ability. Maybe that'll take out the Lava Launcher. It does not. So he has to move his cannon carts. He does find a bomb here, and now he needs to make sure that he can take out this Lava Launcher. He dodges the bombs here. He finds a Tesla. This is really a shaky start, but he needs to pause it, and okay. Whew. Take a breath. That was a really good start there. Kind of. It was a very scary start, but he does manage to keep all of his cannon carts alive even after everything happened. I mean, if I were Otto's Children here, I'd be kind of kicking myself. I'd be thinking, if I just had 1 bomb there, 1 giant bomb, all his cannon carts would be dead. This attack would be a fail. But instead now, we do see these Baby Dragons are cleanly working through the base here. Here comes the first ability. That's going to damage up the Lowered Archer Tower. Second ability takes out the Lowered Archer Tower. And now, with 3 cannon carts remaining here, he's moving a cannon cart. That scares me. But he is so far looking good. And now he can move the other ones forward. And with 3 cannon carts remaining, we did see in the first match here, he did run into some issues here, but he was still able to hopefully secure the second stage here, even though he has 3 cannon carts remaining. I don't really think the Baby Dragon is that important. So, I'm very, very proud of C6 Shrimp there for being able to actually recover that, because that is a big not mistake, but a big issue a lot of players might run into is they're going to accidentally be in range of the Lava Launcher, and all of a sudden they don't know what to do. So what they need to hope for now is that A, he secures the second stage and gets the 6-star, and B, that for some reason Scion is going to fail his next attack here. That would be perfectly ideal. That could get Midnight Bash back in the lead here, actually, because Children of Otto got a 5-star. So we see C6 Shrimp here bringing in another Baby Dragon. We did see that he likes to use those Baby Dragon abilities here on the Builder Hall to make sure he can take it down. So let's go see how this one's really going to work out. I would assume he's going to just 2 cannon carts probably from the Builder Hall, then 1 cannon cart over here by the Crusher. That's usually what they do. And No, is he? He's not going for the builder hall. He's going for, okay, interesting. I guess these cannon carts will take out the builder hall, but this is a more interesting of an approach. So we see the cannon carts are now going to collapse onto the base here, and he's going to be able to take out both the crushers, and then how many firecrackers? 1, 2, 3 different firecrackers here that he can take out with these cannon carts. So that's honestly a really good pickup here, and now he starts the battle copter from the very top here. Not a bad decision, and this is going pretty well here. Already he's looking really solid. He's going to take out the first firecracker, and then he's going to go move towards the cannon, take out another firecracker. Then with just a baby dragon, 2 baby dragons, and the battle copter remaining, it's looking like he's probably going to secure this one with no real big issues. So here we go. There's the first firecracker going down over here. We already got one down over there. And lastly, there's going to be this one right next to the cannon. He's going to move his cannon carts forward barely once he gets close to taking down the cannon, just like that. And there we go, in range of the firecracker. So now he secures the last firecracker that he needs. And with that, he can just take down a corner building with a barbarian or baby dragon. Here comes the baby dragon, and that's going to be it. This attack is over, and we are going to see the first 6-star of the match here. Took a little bit longer than a lot of people may have expected. But look, he's bouncing his cannon cart here to make sure he does not take out the builder hall with the cannon carts. He wants to take it out with the baby dragon ability right there, and that is going to be it. The first 6-star of the match, C6 Shrimp putting his team into the lead here, and yes, it is best of 3. So, again, a pretty solid attack there from C6 Shrimp. Now that puts his team at, what, 8 stars to 5 stars. So Scion needs to get a good attack here. He needs to get a 6-star or a 5-star, something of that sort, or else he's going to be having a little bit of a rougher time here. All right, so let's go see. Let's go see whether or not we can get Scion in here. He's going to be attacking Shrimp, so we'll have Shrimp posting for Scion. And yeah, so again, we know C6 Shrimp has been doing a lot of base building here for this tournament. He's built a lot of bases because he wants to trip up these teams here. He wants to make sure he can get this. So just waiting for him to kind of show up there. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, so Scion and Shrimp. Shrimp is kind of baiting the base right now as we speak. What he's doing is he's putting down all these traps here, trying to make sure that he's able to outsmart the opponents and trap them and kind of get them on something they don't expect here. And here we go. It is time. C6 Shrimp up against Scion, and this is the same base we just saw. Okay, interesting. So the question here is, how did he change the traps? Did he change the traps? If he didn't change the traps, I mean, that would probably not be smart, or would it be smart because the Scion is going to think he did change the traps, so he's going to go for the approach that was previously trapped. There's so many mind games. I don't know. Here we go. He's starting in with archers, and these archers are going to find all the traps. It looks like he did change them because we are not seeing anything here. And that was a really smart decision for Scion to go with archers, because what he's going to do here is make sure that he can find any and all Teslas here that are hidden. You know, making sure A, there's no traps, and B, he's getting rid of a lot of these trash buildings here. And now he's probably going to find a whole lot of Teslas with this archer. No? Where are they? I guess C6 Shrimp must have done a battlecopter bait. Oh, wow. He was expecting cannon carts. Now that Tesla is going to be kind of a nuisance. Look, he keeps trying to take down this Tesla with archers, and he just keeps finding traps for it. I mean, there's a ton of traps up over there. But now that he dodged the bait completely, I don't think this is going to work. I think he's going to get a good defense. I mean, a good attack here. I don't think Shrimp can get a good defense now that he's dodged it. Except, wait a second, those baby dragons, I'm not going to say they were careless, but they definitely were interesting placements. It looks like everything's kind of dodging the Mega Tesla. Now they finally take it down. And with that, oh my goodness, he has so much left alive. Okay, we lost the baby dragon. But other than that, he has so much left alive here, and he just tried so hard to bait the cannon cart, but he, in turn, now is going to be losing a lot of defense that he could have had against baby dragons with these giant bombs. Imagine if he had giant bombs here for these baby dragons. That would have taken them all down towards the end. There would only have been one left alive, so definitely a bold decision to try and bait that, but now we see a new second stage. Is this... did he copy the second stage from the Architects? I think he might have copied a similar second stage as them. So we did see that Cyan had issues up against this. Now, did he trap for them over here? We don't know if he really trapped the second stage. It'll be interesting. But yeah, Cyan definitely outplayed him there by knowing what not to go with, and that should take him down. So let's go ahead and find out. Cyan is going for an interesting approach with the cannon cart. Look how close that is to the range of the cannon. He just knows the ranges so well. Now he's going to go ahead and take out the guard post units, just quickly picking up one at a time, making sure not to face them both at the same time. If you face them both at the same time, it'll be pretty much over for him. Now he's going to take out the archer really easily. And with this, he's going to take down, I think, both the crushers here. And this is an interesting second stage decision from C6 Shrimp. We do see our first bomb. There's probably going to be a Tesla there if I had to guess. He does have Baby Dragons though to pick up the Tesla. I don't know if he has any Baby Dragon abilities though. So, you know, it's not really the end of the world. Look how many firecrackers he can get though. He can get 1, 2, 3 separate firecrackers here. That is a huge pickup because he has 3 Baby Dragons, so now he has more than enough to take him out. So let's go see how this really ends out going. He does start in the first Baby Dragon on the double cannon. He moves the cannon cart forward. No Tesla. Okay, I guess there must not be a Tesla. Actually, wait a second. There is going to be a Tesla because they're right. I only remember 1 Tesla on the. No, 2 Teslas. No? Okay, never mind. I was wrong. There's no Teslas here. And it's looking like Cyan is going to get a really clean 6-star here. And it's going to put the teams at 11 stars to 8 stars. And it's going to kind of be up to the creators here now to pull this one off, right? I mean, there's really no way you fail this now. He's gotten all the corner buildings out of the way. And this should be the secured 6-star here. So very interesting. We do see a 5-star. We do see a 6-star. And now we had to see what Beaker can do for his team. So let's go ahead and find out. And here we go. Taking down the Baby Dragon, but it doesn't matter. He has 9 seconds, but he has plenty of time, right? Yeah. It's a little close. Imagine if he just had like a Troll Tesla on the outside. That would have been the play to go for, but that is going to be it. A 6-star for Cyan. Perfect. Perfect attack. That's exactly what he needed. Okay, so let's go see whether or not this will work here. We do have now, who's it going to be? It's going to be, I think, Clash Bashing attacking Beaker's lab first. So what does Clash Bashing really need here? I mean, obviously he needs a 6-star. A 6-star attack here would put his team at 14 stars, and then that would require Beaker to get, I think, at least 3 stars. I mean, there's a lot missing here. Let's go find out. Okay, so why don't we go ahead? We're gonna let have Beaker posting up for Clash Bashing. Oh, there we go. And then it should be pretty solid of an attack here. Here we go. Okay, so I mean, right now it's looking like surprisingly. It's looking like, is that card? It's looking like surprisingly, Midnight Bash is not in the lead here, so it's going to be a big question. Can they continue to win this out? Yeah, card. I thought that might be you. I just saw you DM me. I can't really read it right now. Here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. All right. Okay, we got it. Now it's time. Clash Bashing needs a 6-star here to give his team any chance at winning this. I mean, if they do not get a 6-star, it's pretty much over. And, okay, let's go see. Let's go see. Clash Bashing, you need to get a 6-star. If you don't get this, it's pretty much over. Fingers crossed for Team Midnight Bash here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a best of 3 one way or another, but all right, let's get ready for it. Beaker has posted his base. Now it's time for Clash Bashing. Can he do it? Okay, here we go. We're into it live. And now it's time. So we do have a missing media source. Interesting. Hear me out. Hey, guys. Okay, that's not it either. Okay, first try. Okay, we do have Clash Bashing up against Beaker's lab here. And this base, we saw this base recently, I believe. So it's going to be really interesting to see whether or not Clash Bashing can actually take this one out. Because this is not a very good base for P.E.K.K.A.s and dropships, but Clash Bashing, again, everybody is knowing what Clash Bashing likes to use, so it's a big question. Can they overcome this or not? I mean, Are they trapping for Clash Bashing? Are they trapping for these dropships and P.E.K.K.A.s? What are they doing here? Okay, let's go see. They have to do what with the dropships and the P.E.K.K.A.s? They need to take out the giant cannon. A dropship there would be pretty solid. It would open up the double cannon, Mega Tesla, and giant cannon. You could also take out the giant cannon just with the battlecopter. I mean, there's a lot of interesting options, but look, interesting starting angle here. I mean, I got to assume he knows what he's doing, right? Because, you know, he has C6 Shrimp probably in a voice call with him right now telling him, hey, do this. So he's starting in the battlecopter. Battlecopter, ooh, this actually is pretty smart because look, he should be able to take out the roaster and the double cannon without being in range of anything. Like, this has to be C6 Shrimp's doing. I mean, let's go see. Does he go towards the air bombs? Oh, okay, look, now he's starting in both the dropships now. He needs to start in one right there. And the reason he's doing this is to make sure that he does not run into any traps. He's going in with a really weird approach here, but that's on purpose because, again, we know these teams are trapping for P.E.K.K.A.s and dropships because they know that's what Clash Bashing likes to use here. And now more than ever is when Clash Bashing needs to make sure he's able to pull this one off. He uses Battlecopter ability. Look at that lowered Archer Tower nearly taken down. So, actually, I feel like, didn't he go up against his base yesterday? I could have sworn he went up against his base yesterday. Regardless, look, Battlecopter's in the middle here. Gets the ability, nice. That's going to take out the Mega Tesla. And now Clash Bashing is going into the second stage. It's close. It is very close. But regardless, you know, a second stage, he needs a second stage. Now, he does not really need that P.E.K.K.A. ability, but, you know, that's probably fine. He just needs to get the get to the second stage, get these cannon carts to push through the second stage, and then he's looking good. So that's really all you can ask for now. So he's at least getting his team tied with Children of Otto, and what they got to hope for is either a 2-star or a 1-star defense here up against Beaker's Lab. If they get a 6-star here, that's going to be incredibly monumental for them. I mean, let's go see. That would put them at 14 stars. Now Beaker would need to get a 3-star, and even then he would need to get a pretty high 3-star. So, you know, unsure of how this is going to go. So we saw him attack this base previously, and if I remember correctly, he used a P.E.K.K.A. from this corner and then 2 cannon carts that took out everything. And then the big question here, though, is how do you take out these corner buildings, you know? The corner buildings are the big question. Yeah, big advantage of dropship. They aren't completely useless after the splash, actually. They're very good for tanking, and they do death damage, too. So they're actually really overpowered. Okay, let's go see. How is he going to approach this? He needs to remember this corner buildings. And look, he starts in the P.E.K.K.A. to test for traps. Now he's going to go for the guard post units. And I like this approach, but at the same time, I kind of dislike it. And the only reason I dislike it is because he's leaving 3 corner buildings alive. But, you know, okay, these cannon carts are going to follow this Zappy here. They better... Good pause. Look at this. He's on the edge of the double cannon. Good pause from Clash Bashing there. Very, very well done. Okay. I mean, he really needs to start in his battle machine now. I would say probably from this corner, it might go and take out that corner. I'm pretty sure that might go that way. He needs to hope he can get this one, though. I mean, at least a 5-star. A 2-star attack would be good. This will not be the last attack of the tournament. No, there's still going to be one more match. It's a best-of-3 match here. But whoever wins this is going to have a good advantage now because then they just need to win one more time. So it's still going to be really big, and I think that's not going to go the right direction. It might go the right direction. Does it go to the corner? No, it does not. Okay, it's not over yet. Okay, so Battle Machine is probably going to beat through the wall here. He's starting in the cannon cart to go take out this cannon over here. Starts in another one to go onto the flank, and that's a really smart decision. Splitting up your cannon carts like that, super, super smart. So here we go. He's going to take down that first cannon. Now you have the Battle Machine. I'm still really worried about time here, though. I don't think he's going to be able to get it down in time. That's my big fear. Is how do you finish this base off? You have 30 seconds left. You have 2 corner buildings on the opposite side of the map. Here comes the Battle Machine ability. He needs to let this cannon cart go now. Let it go. Unpause it. You got to unpause both, man. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's really no way around it, and he's keeping them paused, which is unfortunate. They don't need to be paused, so I think it is going to be a really, really high 5-star, which I guess isn't necessarily the end of the world. Now they need to make sure they can get a good 2-star defense up against Beaker, and we have seen Beaker get a few 2-stars here, so you know, it's not necessarily a super crazy possibility, but even still, Beaker got to the second stage yesterday with a 5-star, but a really nice 159%, 193% 5-star from Clash Bashing here. So why don't we go ahead now? Let's go see. I'm trying to see if I can figure out what score they need here. I mean, I'm gonna probably see if you can do the math. Yeah, I have no clue. But yeah, we're gonna have to see now, because that 5-star, that isn't really the end of the world either. I mean, they still might be able to win on a 2-star just because they got so much percentage here, but it still is going to be difficult. I think they need probably like an 80% 2-star to win this. We're going to get the exact number soon here, but it's going to be now Beaker trying to come here, put his team on their back, and secure the first win here for his team. It's going to be close. It's not going to be guaranteed. I don't know how it's going to go. I mean, Beaker, I believe in you. Don't fret. So, I mean, I'm hoping that works out. We have him going into the match now, so let's go ahead. Let's see. He's posted his base. Beaker, you got to hype yourself up. You never know. Beaker might be using some strategies we haven't seen yet before. We don't know. I mean, we don't know if he's practicing with dropships. We've seen him use P.E.K.K.A.s every single match of the tournament. So the question is, does he do that again, or does he switch it up and hope that he dodges some big traps? So we have him waiting there, and we're just going to let him kind of work out how he's going to do it. We have him into the match now, and this is for the first win of the match here. Beaker's Lab, all he needs, I mean, if he gets a 3-star, it's over, that's for sure. But additionally, I mean, I think he just needs an 18 plus. I think he needs a 3-star to win, actually, or like a minimum 3-star, right? Yeah, he needs a 105% 3-star. So if he gets into the second stage, he wins. But if he gets anything less than a 3-star here, a 97% 2-star, does not matter. They will lose, because Midnight Bash has so much percentage. Someone says he needs Invis Tower. No, they don't. And look at this. He's going in with minions. He's trying to trip them up. He's changing strategy here. Okay, smart. Okay. I mean, they know he likes the P.E.K.K.A.s, and I'm trying to figure out if this base is anti-P.E.K.K.A. or anti-minion. I mean, it's pretty looks good defensively, I think. I mean, we have this battlecopter, this Air Expo is going to defend a whole lot here. So, I mean, it's going to be really interesting. So, he just needs a 3-star. Now, if he loses this, they're not eliminated. They're just got a rematch. And if he wins, they have to rematch again. You really don't want to lose this here. So, dropships and minions. We already know this is the strongest strategy right now in the builder base. But also, it is somewhat skillless, but it isn't free. It is not a guaranteed victory. So you got to be kind of careful here. We do see him bringing in the dropships and the minions. Let's go ahead and see. Maybe if he sends in the dropship onto the air bombs, onto the roaster. I don't know if that's going to work, though. I really don't know if that's going to work. I don't know. We'll have to see. So we see him going in. Okay, here come both the dropships. And he finds 2 Teslas immediately. I don't think they trapped for him here, but maybe they did. Maybe they knew he would go with dropship here. That would be an amazing prediction. I mean, we know C6 Shrimp has been predicting a lot of the enemy's moves here already throughout the tournament. So now we see, here come a air bomb that's going to take out some minions. It's still looking pretty solid here. I don't know. I mean, you have so many high HP buildings at the very back here, though. That's the difficult part, but wow, he is absolutely crushing this base here. And Beaker, I think, is guaranteed getting into the second stage. We do see him find some giant bombs, and he is going to take out that Tesla with the ability. But it looks like Beaker's Lab is going to be winning the very first match here, and now we should be able to go, and yeah, that's going to be it. So good job, well done. There is a corner building here, but that is it for the first match. Beaker does not need anything more here. He already got the 3 stars. That puts him in the lead. And unfortunately, Jopo was not able to secure this victory for his team. If Jopo got a 5-star here, that would have definitely helped him out a bit. But that was a really good attack from Beaker. And man, he just completely tripped them up. He usually uses P.E.K.K.A.s, and he's only used P.E.K.K.A.s for every day of the tournament. And now all of a sudden, he just pops out with dropships and minions. And now if you're in Midnight Bash's mind here, you don't really know what to do. Do you trap for P.E.K.K.A.s because that's everything you use? But he just did a better attack with dropships and minions. Like, what are you going to trap for here? So, I mean, they nearly got a defense here, but, I mean, dropships and minions are just way too strong. So we're just going to hope that he can get to a good spot in the second stage. This is the grand finals we were waiting for. A lot of people were not expecting for Midnight Bash to have such a close competition, but they still are going really close, more than anybody really expected here. In fact, considering they're going to be losing the first match here against Beaker's Lab, it's very surprising. So we do see a lot of people saying good game, and it's going to be time for the second match here right after this attack. So we're just kind of hoping that we can see whether or not Midnight Bash will be able to recover this. Again, if Midnight Bash loses this next one, they're done. But if they win this next one, then we're going to have to go into the unexpected third match here of the day. We were kind of expecting this day to go a little bit shorter because there was only supposed to be 3 matches. I was expecting there wouldn't be a tiebreaker here, but we might have to run into a tiebreaker. So let's go ahead and see. They got the dropship going on to the Crusher. There we go. It does not take down 2 firecrackers though, and this is looking like he needs to get to the builder hall, that's for sure. The battlecopter is nearly in range of 2 firecrackers. That's going to be a really big problem once he gets there. Luckily though, it's being tanked for. Maybe yes, it gets tanked for by the dropship. Battlecopter ability is going to take that down. I don't think he's going to get the 4-star here though. He's definitely not getting the 5-star. I don't think. So he does get the 3-star. And that's really all that matters here. I mean, again, all he needed was 3 stars, and that is going to be it for his team. He can put these minions wherever he wants. And that's exactly what he's doing. Taking down the corner buildings. Now he's trying to go get some percentage. Look, minions up here are going to do a lot for him. So, yep, perfect. He sees the perfect spot here, and he is going to get the 4-star for his team here. And that is going to allow them to win the very first match here. But again, it is a best-of-3 match. So we're going to have to go ahead and see whether or not they can continue with the lead here. So they've won the first match. All they need to do is win the next match here, and they will be the champions, the undefeated team here in the entire tournament. But that is going to be it for match 1. So now we just got to go ahead and get into our next match here. So I don't know who to really even say is going to win now. I mean, we see Midnight Bash is supposed to win this. No offense to them here, but you know, Beaker's team is clearly doing very unexpectedly well here. Especially just that big defense was super massive. I think there's a second match, yeah? Alright, one moment. Let's go ahead and we're just going to look at the teams real quick again, just get a good overview, and we're just going to make sure we get this all organized and be back soon. Okay, so after a little bit of clarification, we have confirmed that there will be another match here. There's a little confusion with how it would work, whether or not they would win just because they've been in the upper bracket, but it's been clarified it was regardless going to be a best of three situation. So we're going into our second match now, where Midnight Bash is now looking, if they lose this, they will be out, but then again, if Children of Otto do win this, they will be the victors. So we did see Children of Otto already got a really solid victory here, but we do now know that there is going to be the second match. So Children of Otto, all they need is one more victory. All they need is one more victory. Obviously, Midnight Bash, they looked like they were going to be the stronger team here, but they've still were put on kind of skates here by Children of Otto. And we just need to see how Jopo will do. We do see Jopo, C6 Shrimp has gone flawless, but Jopo is the one who has gotten the 1-star and the 2-star, so it's kind of up to Jopo here and Clash Bashing now. Beaker's Lab got a super solid attack there to finish this off. So can Beaker come back and also save his team? So we just have to kind of see who's going to win this. I mean, again, it's going to be a really close match. We already know it's going to be, if Clash Bashing wins this, it's going to be 3 matches total, so it's going to be a little confusing. So let's just see, can Team Beaker pull this off? I saw someone comment, am I wearing pajama pants underneath the suit? Maybe. I mean, all I need is the top. That's all that really matters here, except when I put my knee up like this.
That's why I was adjusting the camera.
Oh, really? Let's figure it out. Right, so the brackets were a little bit unbalanced because there was some of the teams were stronger than others, so it was treated as a full reset in the grand final. It's just best of 3 match that way because they're the best teams, so to kind of like prove the point, best of 3. So that is how the bracket was designed throughout the entire tournament. It was announced that was how it would be, so it is kind of how it is, maybe in the future for different teams that'll be the case. But I mean, this tournament isn't necessarily a massively serious tournament. Again, it's a creative tournament. It's more just for fun, so it's kind of more for the show, right? So we're just having a complete reset at the grand finals here, just to get more of a show, kind of establish who is the winner here. Now again though, Beaker's Lab, they've still gone undefeated, and it's going to be interesting whether or not, yes, someone's saying that one attack where Sion put the clan card between the ground expo and the lava launcher, he is incredibly skilled. I mean, the fact he was able to pull that off, especially under the pressure, doing Noah's Ark and do that cannon cart maneuver is a maneuver that you really don't ever see anyone try, but not Sion. Sion had different plans here, so a lot of people now are kind of mixed. I mean, who do you think is going to win this? Everyone who said Midnight Bash now, what are you thinking now? I mean, we saw Midnight Bash just lost the first match here. Can they pull it back in the second one? I'm not sure. We're going to go drink some water here and get ready to get into this next match here. Again, Children of Otto up against Midnight Bash. They're really solid, evenly matched teams. We got both number 6 and number 1 finishers on both the teams here. So can they pull it off? Of course, C6 Shrimp does have 3 number 1s, but him and Sion, if they keep trading with each other, it doesn't really matter. So who do you think is going to do it? They're choking for content. They got this. I mean, maybe. You never know. You just got to make sure Jopo is really, really kind of the deciding factor here. Of course, Clash Bashing will be as well, but Jopo, he's got, any time he doesn't get a 6-star, that's when the team loses. So it's kind of on him a little bit. So now we're going to be starting in with the same order. All right. Go ahead. All right, so I don't know. Am I wearing pajamas? Yes. I just look a little high. I got the suit on. Trust. I'm formal, very, very formal for this tournament. So Jopo is going to be going first again here to kind of decide how this match is going to continue to go here. So I mean, Jopo. If Jopo does not get a 6-star here this time, we might see a really, really rough match again. Jopo needs to needs to pull this one off. Let me go see what the schedule looks like. I'm going to make sure the match schedule is all set up, and then we'll get to it soon. So get ready for a next match here. It's going to be Midnight Bash facing Elimination, and that is, going to be a little scary. So how do they do this? All right, so Jopo has put up his base for defense. It is actually Jopo who will be defending first. So it's going to be Galaxy going up against Jopo. We've seen Galaxy, I think, has gone almost flawless throughout the entire tournament. We did see he got a 5-star in his first match here. But now, let's go ahead, and the second match is starting now. We have Jopo going in, and for some reason it's lagging a little bit. Let's just go ahead before anything interesting happens. I'll switch to this screen and that screen, and boom, nothing happened. Okay, not sure why we've had a couple issues there, but look at this base Jopo's using. This base was built by OA Fury. OA Fury built this base. I don't know if he built it for the tournament or if he built it just for trophy pushing, but it's a really solid base here. It got stolen really quick. I mean, base stealing is super popular in the top of the leaderboard, so someone took Jopo, OA Fury's base, I think within 15 minutes of it being made, and it looks like Midnight Bash is doing the same. So it's going to be up to Midnight Bash to now kind of try and recover this win here. Jopo needs to catch a really solid defense here if he wants to have a good shot. But the question is, can he do it? Can he do it? All right. This is the final thing. Everything's kind of come down to this moment. Galaxy is taking all the time he has here to kind of plan out this attack, and it's up to him to kind of start off his team strong. So we see countdowns here, and he has no more time to waste. Here comes the first candy cart up at the very top here. He has another candy cart coming up top, and he's just clearing a good spot for his baby dragons to funnel. We saw he loves his baby dragons. How many baby dragons did he use in his first attack? What was it? 6 baby dragons and 2 candy carts. A really solid start here. So we're going to have to go see now. Galaxy is going up against Jopo here. Here comes the battlecopter from the other side. He can get some really nice baby dragon value over here if he sends in his baby dragons onto Archer Tower and Giant Cannon. That would do a fantastic job here, especially if he can maybe get that baby dragon onto the air bomb right here. That would be super huge. So here comes the first baby dragon, and we have a lot of baby dragons moving in here now. So here we go. Battlecopter's working onto the Tesla, and then once he uses his ability, he's going to go pretty far into the base here, and this baby dragon is even going to tank for the battlecopter. But look, we find all the air bombs. We knew they were probably going to trap for him, and now here are all the traps that we were waiting to see. First baby dragon ability nearly takes down the air bombs, and does he get this? I mean, it isn't looking bad. Look, he has perfect abilities here, though. He takes down the lava launcher, and that's really what matters here. Once he gets down the lava launcher now, all of a sudden these cannon carts can come in and clear out the rest of the base, and this is looking super solid. He's going to have a baby dragon and 2 cannon carts here, so they're going off of the momentum of the first attack here, and just going to try and continue to just sweep through Midnight Bash. So we see this one's looking like it's going to be a really solid 6-star already. I mean, you know, when you get to the second stage here, it already looks really good for you. So it's just, can they maintain this? Can they continue to put up all these stars? I mean, this is exactly what they need to happen. He has his Electrofire Wizard selected again. He's going to trade to more Cannon Carts. I would bring Barbarians if I were him. All you need is 3 Cannon Carts to take out a second stage. And so he's going into the second stage now. Here come the Barbarians. Perfect decision. That's exactly what I would have done. And now, Barbarians from the corner, that'll make sure you don't time fail, and then Cannon Carts just surrounding the base just to take down all these big defenses really quick. That's going to be the best decision he can make here. And yeah, a lot of people are rooting for Children of Auto because they do technically, I do understand that is how the format typically works, but again, since it's just kind of a show match here, they have gone undefeated. I would love to see Children of Auto win, of course. I mean, Beaker has been absolutely amazing. He's been doing super well, but then again, Clash Bashing has done a lot of practice, and look, he switches away from the Barbarians, and this might be a mistake here. I'm not sure if that was probably the best idea. Okay, so Cannon Carts are going in now. He stops onto the cannon. He's going to stop onto the Builder Hall, and he's just going in all the way from the top. He has not found a single push trap now, and this is exactly what you want to see if you're in Galaxy's position here. It was a risky approach here to send in all the Cannon Carts, just no Barbarians, naked Cannon Carts, hoping you won't find any traps, but he got not necessarily lucky. Maybe he just predicted that Midnight Bash wouldn't expect that he would be that brave, and he does find his first bomb here up at the top. The guard post units are coming in now. He has to be careful. You never know, but I think he's going to be able to secure this. I mean, with all the Cannon Carts he still has remaining alive around here, he's looking super solid to make sure he can finish off this base. And now we do see that the Cannon Carts are just clearing through this end here. They're taking out all these massive defenses, and now Battle Machine comes from the corner. Battle Machine's going to take down a lot of these buildings at the very outside and also tank for the Cannon Carts. And again, he does still have the Baby Dragon. This one is absolutely crushed by Galaxy here, and this is a perfect showing for them. So let's go ahead and see. Here come the Cannon Carts rolling around. They're going to go ahead and take down the cannons, take down the Crusher, and it's going to be a interesting, pretty easy clear here. I mean, look, the cannons are going down. The Battle Machine is still full health. This is definitely a 6-star. There's no way around it. He even starts in the Baby Dragon from the corner, not because he really needs to, but just because he can. And that is going to be a 6-star to start off the match for Children of Auto, keeping the momentum they had from the last match and continuing to put up some really impressive stars. So let's go ahead and see now. How do they get to this next part here? How are they going to finish this one off? We got to make sure that Children of Auto are not going to necessarily give up this lead they've already attained here. So Galaxy starting off strong. Now Jopo. We saw Jopo failed the last attack here. So can Jopo kind of pull it back here and make sure he's going to keep his team in a good position? That's the big question. If Jopo gets another fail, I'm going to be honest, it's looking really bad for Midnight Bash here. They cannot afford any more fails. And now Galaxy is posting his base, and Jopo is wasting no time going straight into it. And here we are. So Jopo is up against him now. This is the same base he just failed on. So the question here is, did they trap it for him? And look, he is not taking a single second to consider going with Cannon Carts again. He is immediately changing back to his preferred dropships and P.E.K.K.A.'s army. And now you have to wonder, did they predict he would go with this again? I would honestly, if I were in their position, I would have said, you know what? He failed with Cannon Carts. I don't think he's going to try it again. That was the reason they probably lost last time. He's definitely going to go with the dropships and P.E.K.K.A.'s. So did they think the same thing here? We see the battlecopters coming in. This is the same approach Clash Bashing did. If there's a Tesla here, it is over. But look, there are no Teslas. Did they not predict correctly? Did they think he was going to go with something else? Here comes the first dropship. Wait a second. We do see our first Tesla. There's our second one. But look, this dropship is going to get all the way to the Mega Tesla. And that is a huge oversight, not putting a Tesla there to take out that dropship. So it's looking like Jopo already is going to completely clear out this base. I mean, these dropships are just so unbelievably strong. But now, okay, here we go. Teslas are coming in onto the battlecopter. Mega Tesla is still alive here. I mean, you know, if this battlecopter does not get down this double cannon, it could be bad. Double cannon remains alive. And you know what? I don't know for sure. I don't know if he gets this guaranteed anymore. I thought this was looking super good, but now with all the issues he's run into, it's looking like he's going to fail again. Does he fail again? Jopo is going to get another 2-star for Midnight Bash here, and now Children of Auto are in an incredible position here to finish this one off and to put their team into the lead here. This would secure the victory for them. Jopo has to be disappointed with how that went, and Sion looks like he trapped the base for him. That battlecopter not taking down that double cannon was the end of it for him. So now Children of Auto are in an incredible position. I mean, my camera might not be focused, but man, Children of Auto are definitely focused here, trying to make sure they can win this. And this could be it. This could be the end of it. This would be an absolutely insane turn of events if Beaker's Lab is able to pull this off and win the entire tournament with his team. Some incredible trapping from Scion. I thought he may have messed up there, but you saw the push traps completely jacked up the attack, and now it is looking like Children of Auto are in a really nice position. What they need here now, C6 Shrimp needs to trap Scion, and Scion needs to have a base that is free, and that'll be it. A really crazy turn of events here. Midnight Bash, the suspected winners of the tournament, are now running into a lot of trouble. Jopo, unfortunately, getting another 2-star against the same base he just 2-starred on. That is a super unfortunate turn of events there for them. And now, big question here: do they still get this? Do they still pull it off? It's gonna be a big if. You know, you gotta make sure you can just predict what they're gonna go for. And here we go. So now C6 Shrimp is gonna be going in up against. No, actually, no, sorry. C6 Shrimp is going to be posting his base up for Scion now, and it's going to be a big question of, can Scion pull this one off and continue to keep his team in this amazing position? If Scion's 6 stars here, it's not necessarily over, but it's looking really good. Okay, wonderful. I love when this disappears. I'm not sure why it's been such an issue lately, but just go ahead, do that again. Okay, perfect. And that's what you like to see. Okay, one moment. Let's go see. All right. Well, there goes my usual solutions. You have any good suggestions? All right, we ran into some issues there, but you know, everything worked out at the very end here. So now we've started the attack here. He is using cannon carts, minions, and archers, and he is just surrounding the base here. This is a very risky approach to do against this base, because if this does not end up working, there can easily be traps here. And look, he's finding some bombs with a giant cannon. Now he's going to send in a dropship with the battlecopter. This is a really good move here. He does find a Tesla, and look, he finds another Tesla, but he's able to full send his cannon cart there. That is now... he is outranging the lava launcher again. We saw him do this in the first match here, or the second match, and he is doing it once again, outranging the lava launcher. And now they're looking really solid. So battlecopter is still surviving. Here comes 2 minions to take down this archer tower. Here comes the cannon carts, and Scion is looking super solid, super solid. So let's go ahead and see. Here comes the cannon carts. We're going to go ahead, take down the double cannon, and all he has to really do here is take out this last archer tower. It's going to be a little difficult with this air expo still up, but once he takes out the air expo, he is going to be completely fine here. And now here comes that cannon cart to go take out this air expo, and that is super solid. So the air expo is going down, and now it looks like he has secured the second stage here. Now he is running into some issues with that air expo. It does not matter though. All he has to do is take out this Mega Tesla, and this is going to put Auto's children into a place where they're almost undeniably going to win this here. So here we go. He's taking out the Mega Tesla, and now all that is left to do is they're in the exact same position as they were in, just 20 minutes ago. There's going to be what seems to be 12 stars to 8 stars, because C6 Shrimp, I would assume, is going to get this, but man, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. Let's go ahead and see. We are into the second stage now. It looks like a pretty difficult one. Just kidding. We've seen this one every single time today. This is the same second stage he just used against them, I think. No. It's a different one. So he has 5 cannon carts selected. Is he going to... Okay, yeah, he is. He's just going to full send it. You got to hope you don't run into any traps here. One push trap would definitely jack this. Okay, there we go. Immediately he finds a push trap. Okay, they were able to dodge that push trap last time around. It looks like they learned from their mistakes there, and they're not going to let that happen anymore. So, let me go see. Okay, perfect. So they're not going to let that happen anymore. Now he's going to be taking out this cannon. That's going to be a super easy takedown for him. And now let's go ahead and see what else he can do. He's going to send forward the cannon carts. They're going to go take out the zappies, and that is going to be pretty much a secured victory now. Of the 6-star at least. I mean, again, you don't know what will happen. You don't know if you don't know if C6 Shrimp is going to get a 6-star, then Beaker gets a 0-star or a 2-star. We saw last time around what it was up to. It was up to Beaker's Lab to at least get into the second stage. Now, he did get a 4-star, which means that he's showing that he can get the 4-star if that's what it comes down to. But right now, he's looking like he's in a really good position. We just have to see whether or not Minabash can do this. I forgot, though, that Galaxy got a 5-star last time, so now it's pretty much guaranteed, though, that they're not going to be able to pull this one out. So with 2 more attacks with Midnight Bash, they're not out of this yet, but man, it's going to be close. It's going to be super close. Let's go see. Multi-mortars going down. Cannon carts are sweeping through the rest of the base, and that is going to be it for this match here. And now it is up to Clash Bashing, C6 Shrimp, and Beaker here. Who is going to be able to pull this one off? Let's go see. Scion immediately puts up his base now, and that is 2 6-stars for Beaker's team. An amazing turn of events here. Definitely a underdog situation where Beaker's Lab, a lot of people kind of were sleeping on them. They didn't think they were going to be the team to beat, but out of nowhere, they have gone undefeated the entire tournament, and this might be the final match here to win this for them. So here we are. Scion is posting up the same exact base they just used against Shrimp. So look at this. So they are using the same bases they had just used. That is an absolutely very brave move, very interesting move. So let's go see. C6 Shrimp is now up against what was this? How's he going to do this? Is he going with the same approach? I mean, we saw, this attack that he used where he was able to get so much value, almost most definitely baited by now. So, I mean, you got to kind of think, if you're C6 Shrimp, like, how do you want to do this? Let's go see. Trying to see if this is still going. All right. Okay, sorry, I thought the stream was frozen for a second. We are good. Okay, I'm just making sure not. Okay, so we have now C6 Shrimp is going in here. He's going to make sure to go take down, I think this is a different approach. Now he's going in with 3 baby dragons and archers, and the archers are going to go test for traps, make sure he doesn't run into anything. And now it's looking super, super solid here for him. So he's going to be able to take down a lowered archer tower. He's going to take down this archer tower and then this air bomb, it looks like. And that is a perfect position to be in if you're C6 Shrimp here. Here comes, they find the Tesla. It looks like they did not change the traps at all yet again, except look, there's a giant bomb there. And now that's going to make it a little bit more difficult. He should still be able to take this down, but it's definitely a bit more difficult for him to go for now. So C6 Shrimp needs to hope that he's able to still dodge all these traps. It looks like there's Teslas in different positions here now. And we saw that I don't think they changed the traps really for Jopo, but now all of a sudden we're seeing completely different traps here from Scion, or actually I don't know if they changed the traps here either. I mean, I feel like they're using the same exact traps that they used in the first attack here just to kind of trip them up, except here we go. There's a Tesla up top. I don't really remember if that was there before. I don't know if it was, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. Battlecopter goes in. He's going to take down that Tesla. Now he has the baby dragon with its ability, just sitting patiently, waiting to go in. And then here we go. So baby dragon is going to hopefully fly towards this air expo. And once he gets to that air expo, it should get a very good splash onto everything here, getting the Mega Tesla. And it does not hit the roaster, but it does take down the air expo. And now, with the baby dragons he has left alive here, again, we've not seen C6 Shrimp fail once in the entire tournament, and it looks like he's not going to do it yet again. He is still looking super solid as he goes in here, and that's going to be going to the second stage now with all baby dragons and all cannon carts left alive here. So a very, very skillful attack here from C6 Shrimp, yet again showing why he is still one of the best in the world. I mean, if not the best player of all Builder Base history. So let's go ahead and see now. How is he going to get into this next part? He's on the second stage, and we saw he had a little bit of trouble with the second stage earlier today, but now he's not. So let's go ahead and see, who is this gentleman? Now we're on to the second stage. How is Shrimp going to finish this one off? He has P.E.K.K.A.s, he has cannon carts. Here we go, switching to another cannon cart and a barbarian. A smart play, a really smart play. This is a good maneuver by him to make sure he's not going to run into any traps. Obviously you don't want to have any of these issues here, so he's looking super good for the time being. So he's probably going to send in the barbarians from all the corners, and here we go. Here's the first corner, and this barbarian is just going to test for any Teslas, any traps. I mean, this is already pretty much a guaranteed 6-star for Shrimp, especially when you have a baby dragon ability left. You have the battlecopter still alive. You have so much still alive here, and he's just going to easily take out all these firecrackers. Here comes the cannon carts down here for the guard post units, and it's unfortunately looking like Jopo might have cost his team here twice in a row, unfortunately, because now Beaker, all he really needs to do, I mean, it does depend on Clash Bashing, but if Beaker gets, all he needs to do no matter what, at most, is get a 3-star. Yet again, the same exact thing as last time. And if Clash Bashing doesn't get a 3-star or a 6-star, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So we're going to have to go see. Here come the cannon carts. Cannon carts are working now on the cannons and then also onto the builder hall. He's going to use the baby dragon ability to finish off the builder hall. That's going to be a really solid ability there. And then now all that's really left to do here is here comes the baby dragon. Here we go, taking out everything. Baby dragon's working onto the firecracker. Now we're taking out all the firecrackers here, and that is going to be it. This base is completely crushed. A really, really good job by C6 Shrimp, showing why he is, again, regarded as one of the best players in the entire builder base. And that is gonna be it for this base from Scion, but it still doesn't matter because they are still in the lead by 4 stars now. So Jopo definitely run into some trouble there. It's gonna cost them dearly. Let's go see, how does Clash Bashing do? Clash Bashing needs to get a 6-star here to keep his team even in having a chance. And if he gets anything less than what, like a 4-star, it's pretty much over. I mean, it is looking like Children of Otto are gonna get this one secured. Let's go see, how is Clash Bashing going to do? We do see Beaker's probably going to be posting his base quite soon, and that's going to be up to Clash Bashing. Now, again, we just saw Scion has baited for the past 2 attacks. They got to fail against Jopo. Can they get a fail against Clash Bashing? Maybe they'll use the same base they used against Jopo. We know they used the same army. I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not this works. So, this is definitely a super surprising turn of events here, to see that Midnight Bash is really struggling here up against Children of Otto. I mean, I cannot believe Children of Otto are putting up such a clean fight here. I mean, if we look at the tournament here, we do see there's 8 stars to 12 stars. They're even on attacks. Children of Otto have 130% more. What's that? 130% more percent, actually 120% more damage here. So it's up to Beaker here. It's up to Beaker. Can they get this one down? I mean, Midnight Bash is definitely hoping to somehow clutch this out, but I'm not sure how it'll work. Yeah, we can't. I mean, war number 3, I don't think it's going to happen here. I really don't know if it'll happen. I mean, we see that there's already just running into so many issues here with their current attacks. So let's see, I think Beaker attacks first. So let's get that all set up. All right, so a really, really surprising turn of events. Yeah, I think this Children of Otto, undefeated. They didn't even really need to do the second match. I mean, technically they wouldn't have had to, but even still, how many matches would that be now? They have won, this will be the 6th match in a row, undefeated against all the strongest teams. A super impressive showing from them. And again, it's not necessarily over yet, but it's looking like it's going to be pretty taken down here. So let's go ahead. Clash Bashing has posted his base for Beaker's lab. Can he get it down? Can Beaker, what does he need? Beaker needs, I think, a 3-star to put this out of reach. That's all he has to do. So if he gets that, it's going to be a guaranteed victory for their team. That's all that they can ask for here. So let's go see. Let's go see. This is, again, a lot of people are saying they're rooting for Children of Otto here. Here you go. Here it is. Someone, I think, what would you put? You put like $20 on Children of Otto to win. Congrats. Okay, so anyway, we have Beaker attacking Clash Bashing's base here. This base is really difficult, actually. So this is definitely a smart base for them to use, but all they need to do is get a high 2-star, I think, because if they get a high 2-star, and even if Clash Bashing gets a 6-star, I think they need at least a 79% 2-star to win this, right? Yeah, a 79, anything 79% and higher of a 2-star will win this match for them. And so that's all he has to kind of remember here is, I don't need to do super well. I just need to get 70, 80%. That's it. 2-star. That's all you got to do. And that'll win it for them. So why don't we go ahead? We're going into this last match here. This could be the last attack of the tournament here. And the big question is, how will Beaker fare? Can Beaker do it? Can he just quickly secure this win for his team here? All right, here we go. He's taking a lot of time to think, and he switches to another P.E.K.K.A. Okay, interesting. He has 2 bombers, 1 P.E.K.K.A, and honestly, if he just goes from this side here, I feel like that's going to be a really solid decision to kind of get him a pretty easy, high percent victory here. So, let's just say giant P.E.K.K.A or dropship minions. Yeah, dropships and minions probably would have been another safe approach to go with. We haven't really seen any big fails with them. He does use a giant, and he uses the ability a little bit quickly. I wouldn't have used that ability that early, and he has double bomber. Okay, here comes a double bomber action. Just you guys wait. It's actually a new strategy. Trust. He needs to make sure to at least secure the builder hall here. But look at the double bomber. Actually, I was not necessarily making fun of it, but it actually is working super well here. Now double bombers are just going to go clean up. He should really send a P.E.K.K.A into there if he's going for the 6-star. If he's going for the 2-star, I would not do that. And here we go. Here comes everything walking around. They just need, again, 79% or more to win this. And he's looking like he might be able to pull that off here. You just got to keep everything going. There's no corner buildings. This P.E.K.K.A, the healthiest P.E.K.K.A, will be walking in front of everything and making sure that the lower health P.E.K.K.A probably will survive this. Let's go see. He needs to run, go. Get out of there. Okay, 65%. 68%. It's looking like he's about to put this in the dust here. 72%. I think one more building down, and that will be it. Let's go see. 75. This might be a 78% actually. He needs to take down this camp. He should use his P.E.K.K.A ability. And let's go see. 79%. So I think if Clash Bashing gets a 6-star here, that will tie the match. That's actually really unfortunate. I mean, we might have another tiebreaker. Not another match. It'll just be another a 1v1 between one of the players. But man, if Clash Bashing gets a 6-star here, that is the perfect tie. And that, I mean, that's pretty unexpected. I'll be honest. We'll have a tiebreaker. I think I already outlined how the tiebreaker works. It's just each team will pick 1 player, and the player will do a 1v1 against each other. And then if it isn't a 6-star, it's going to be a tie. But we've seen Scion and Seasick Shrimp, they would be 1v1ing each other probably, and they've only gotten 6-stars. So Clash Bashing needs to come in here and get a 6-star, and we'll see how this goes. I mean, Beaker, I mean, that was exactly what he had to do. I mean, yeah, if he got one more building, maybe it would be a little bit more secure, but let's go see. Let's go see. I mean, everyone's friends here. At least it's not super competitive. We'll go see how we can do. I mean, it'll definitely be a really crazy turn of events. If Clash Bashing 6-stars, and then all of a sudden, Seasick Shrimp needs to 1v1 Scion. He's asking if he'll send him a progress base. Yeah, I don't know if that one will work out too well. It can't be too obviously scripted, you know. You bet your college funds on Beaker. Your child's college funds. Okay, that's a very bold bet to make. Yeah. Wow, yeah, nail biter for sure. I mean, good luck. Fingers crossed. Let's go see. How will Clash Bashing do here? Can Clash Bashing get the 6-star and tie up the match perfectly for his team? I mean, really weird turn of events here. And again, if Midnight Bash wins this one, it's not necessarily going to be a victory. But if Clash Bashing, if Children of Auto win this one, that's going to be it. That's going to be the end of the tournament. What if Seasick Ship takes over Clash Bashing? I think it'll be very obvious if he has his account. We'll see like a crazy attack, and we'll just be, wow, that's really incredible that he learned how to do that and so quickly. You know, maybe it's a viable strategy, but I somewhat doubt that Clash Bashing would be is this eager to win the tournament. Okay, here we go. Galaxy versus Jopo tiebreaker. That would just be mean. That would just be mean. Okay, let's go see. Okay, interesting base here. They know he's going to go with P.E.K.K.As and dropships, so this is the strategy. He's almost gotten 6-stars. He almost got a 6-star last match. He almost got a 6-star. He did get a 6-star earlier. He's gotten a bunch of 5-stars here. He needs the 6-star. He's only gotten 1 6-star so far. If he does not 6-star, the winner of this entire tournament will be Children of Auto. I mean, the percentage is just completely perfect. I cannot believe that we are in this situation. I thought this would not happen just with all things considered, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Let's go see. Clash Bashing coming in here. He needs to clutch up for his team. He brings a cannon cart. He's probably going to go try and take down this double cannon over here. I don't know if it's a great decision, but he's going to go for it. And then Battlecopter probably to take down the double cannon and giant cannon. Now, does Scion see this? Does he see this happening? Is he ready for this? That's the big question here. Here comes the cannon cart, like I said, to take down this double cannon. He needs to be a little careful. Pause now. Oh, Tesla. He finds a Tesla. He's in range of the lava launcher. No, Scion trapped him. He knew what he was going to go for, and he trapped him. Oh, no. This is going to make it way more difficult now. Okay. Battlecopter needs to come and take down the double cannon and the giant cannon. This is already looking really difficult because Scion predicted his approach and trapped him, and now that cannon cart is dead, and that, really smart by Scion, knowing where he's going to come in from. It doesn't look like he trapped the giant cannon or the double cannon, but if he needs to get the 6-star. He needs to get the 6-star here, and I don't know how easy that's going to be now that he lost the cannon cart. So let's go ahead and see. He needs to start in the dropships as soon as possible now. And he needs to focus on this lowered archer tower and this, I don't know where to go from. There's probably going to be some Teslas in between here. No? Okay, interesting decision, finding no Teslas. Now, one thing that is also kind of an interesting decision is he opts not to break open the Mega Tesla compartment. He still has a P.E.K.K.A left alive, but man, these double cannons are just so vicious. Look at him tearing up that P.E.K.K.A. This lowered archer tower is doing the same thing now. He does take down the double cannon, but it's looking like Children of Otto are going to be winning this one here. And it was an amazing performance by both teams here. It was an amazing performance by Clash Bashing. I mean, they put up 18-star wars and 17-star wars. But unknown to everyone, Children of Otto were just absolute menaces, I guess. I mean, that's going to be it. Another 79% 2-star. And that is it. That is the end of the tournament. Children of Otto have won the entire thing. And that was a really unforeseen turn of events here with Clash Midnight Bash not pulling it out. So we have our winners for the Creator Cup tournament. It is going to be Children of Otto. Beaker's Lab pulls out the victory 2 times in a row, completely undefeated, even with having to go up against them in a best-of-3 format when they didn't technically usually need to. They still get this one. I mean, amazing job by everyone. Children of Otto coming in and just completely crushing everything. Beaker's Lab definitely clutching up for the team, and that is just such an awesome turn of events here. So that is gonna be it. That is gonna be it for the tournament. We have our victors. Children of Otto pulled it off up against Midnight Bash 2 times in a row here, going undefeated throughout the entire tournament, man. So, I mean, I'd like to thank all the creators who showed up here. I'd love to thank Clash Bashing, Beaker's Lab, Alvaro845, Jacobs, Clash, Itsu, Carbon Fin, Sir Moose, and of course you can't forget Judo Sloth. All of them showing up to make this tournament amazing. It was very great to work with everyone. They all did everything for us. They did the practice, the training. They just put in so much work for this. So I got to thank everyone. And congratulations to the winners. Thank you, Supercell, for helping me put this together too. Wouldn't have a prize pool without them. And just got to give everyone a big thank you. I mean, Carbon Fin as well. Everyone just did incredibly well through the tournament. And that's it. So thank you to everyone. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you were able to see this live. The incredible upset where Children of Otto won everything. So with that, I'll be breaking these up into videos later and posting them. I'm still not sure. My camera's not focused. It's all right. I'll forgive it. Breaking these up into videos and posting them later. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. That is the entire event, and that is the tournament. A victory for Children of Otto. Everyone congratulate the winners here. The stream will be ending soon. Thank you all for coming along. Congratulations to Galaxio, Scion, and Beaker's Lab for putting an amazing performance up and winning the entire tournament undefeated. Thank you, everyone.